What be poppin', brother? What's up to everybody else on this Saturn's day? What's poppin' to the peoples? What up, girl? Get your butt back in class on Sunday. Well, no class tomorrow, but next Sunday, get your butt back in class. What's cracking, Kevin Corbin? Spread the wealth. What's happening? That's right. Wipe your shoe. Take your shoes off. Wipe your feet when you enter the dojo. You know how it goes. Have some respect for the dojo, please. Appreciate it. Yo, Hood Politics. What's cracking? Summer Breeze. What up, Corey? Chinzira Anubis. Ishmael Timbo. Also Spiritual. What's happening? Brother L. Wise, what's cracking? Legendary Eights. Damn, y'all coming in fast. Marcus Porter. Elijah L. McBay. Trevion McClinton. Melanated Brown. Jolliver 1999. What up? Brian Rich. Thaddeus Bennett Bay. What's cracking? What up, Hodges? Jonathan Stokes. What's up? Sharky Dog. What's happening? Elijah, I got you. Flexheart Mozart. Ope. What's cracking? Born Again. Tyra. Joseph. What's happening? Jay God. What up? Maria Carbajal. What's cracking, girl? Travion Lamont. What's up? What's that? Manziel Hudgens and Brian Bennett. What's happening, y'all? What's up to the Naga family? Welcome for the Naga News. Naga family. Brian Gerard, Toby Robinson. Man, they're bringing y'all in slow today, man. They've been shadow banning me hard, y'all. They've been on me since the I've been putting stuff out about the Khazars, so y'all got to make sure you tune in, because you never know. You may not see me. You see the live stream be dipping. They be putting my live stream down. What up, Toby Robinson? I got you. Brandon Terry, Roger Ragland, Fariah L, Lance Ward, Atomic Dog, Ron Spinks. I got you. I got all y'all. There you go. I got everybody. So what be popping, y'all? A little bit kind of a slow news week, sort of, in compared to most of the stuff that be going down. It was sort of slow. I mean, you know, as slow as the apocalypse can be. But we had some news. We had to squeeze some news in here because there's some stuff going on. But appreciate y'all for showing up on the Saturn's Day. Appreciate y'all. Anybody who ordered the Please Stop Law package, it's gone. You should have it. Unless you ordered it after I went to the post office on, excuse me, went to the post office on Tuesday. So if you don't have it, I'll be going again this coming Tuesday. So if you want to order, you want to get your order in, you can order this weekend. I'll be going to the post office on Tuesday. So, but if you ordered before Tuesday, you got your stuff. So don't be hitting me up talking about where it at. Just hold on, wait for it. It should be there. And if you want to join, again, make sure if you want to join the Know Your Rights Foundation Academy, get this law certification. This is what you're supposed to be doing. This is what we here for. I ain't out here talking for my damn health, goddammit. So they gotta bring y'all this law. Cause I in the chat. Let them know how dope the law class is. She jumped in there. She started smashing right immediately. So make sure you get in there, learn these rights, because what's coming down, whoever comes after this next election, you want to know your rights. Whatever's coming is going to be something called lawfare, and you want to be able to smash on these popo when they come up on you. So right here, Know Your Rights certification. So we teach you for free. So you ain't got You gotta bring nothing but yourself. We teach you for free. You get in here, but the commitment is you have to commit to getting one of these certifications. Then you take this information out and spread it amongst the community. So that's the commitment. So if you don't want to do that, then don't come to the Know Your Rights Foundation Academy. Just go and buy some of the products from knowyourrightsfoundation.org. We appreciate you. If you just want to learn the law and not help nobody and be selfish, that's on you. You can just do that. However, you want to help somebody, you want to learn this law so we can all get this 1 million Johnny Cochrans. Boom. Know Your Rights Foundation Academy, KYRF.org or knowyourrightsfoundation.org and sign up. Appreciate y'all who do. And if I've been yelling at you, if you've been on the fence, that's me right now. I'm telling you, get off that goddamn fence before you fall and break your neck. Get your ass on over here. Appreciate you. And then anybody who orders the Great Book of Melanin Research, the hard copy, realnagas.com, all this melanin you got moving around on your body, this hydrocarbons, this biohydrocarbons that they covet so damn much that powers the world. You got it rolling around in your body. Teaches you that in here. You order the hard copy, you get the whole police stop law package for free. That's the Know Your Rights Manual, Public Official Bonds book, and the cards. This is the card package. Constitutional Rights card, Qualified Immunity card, and notice you get all of that. Plus 2 decks of flashcards so that you can sit your children down, make them learn. Again, I would do this. Some people have been doing this, but 30 minutes a day, 30 minutes every other day, make your child do some type of report on these flashcards. Because this could save their life one day. They out there with these police officers who take them for granted, who take their rights for granted and try to violate their constitutional rights. We see it all the time in the police stop law class. At this point, I've gone over at least 2,500 police stops. 2,500 police stops. I dare you to find somebody else more qualified than that, who's seen more than 2,500 police stops. Not just watched them, seen them 3 times each, broken them down, broken the law down in them so they can teach you how to assert your rights at a police stop. Nobody else is doing that. So you find somebody else who's seen more than 2,500 police stops and know any more about the police stop law than that, then you tell them I need to talk to him because I want to learn from that person. But until then, that's me. So get your ass on over here so I can teach you the law, and then you can go out here and start smacking people and then get the hell out of my face, because I don't have to worry about police pulling you over and killing you, because then I know you know your rights. So get over here. Appreciate you. Then everybody with Patreon, if you want to learn how to take your status back so that you can battle the government, the corporate government, because it's not just the actual government, it's a corporate government. So you want to learn that, make sure you get over to patreon.com/realnagas, sign up to one of the status class levels. The classes are pre-recorded, so you can get over there and learn them at your own pace. And then once you learn the classes, once you learn the information and you're able to explain the paperwork and you can break down the paperwork, I give you the paperwork for free. So for free, because I don't need your money. I need 1 million Johnny Cochrans. However I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get my 1 million Johnny Cochrans, you understand? So get over there again, patreon.com/realnagas, sign up to one of the status class levels and get in here. Also, you can also get into the police stop law class if you go to patreon.com. If you don't want to sign up to Know Your Rights Foundation to get into the Sunday police stop law class, the one that I teach, then you can sign up to Patreon. There's also a level you can get into the police stop law class with that. All right. And thank everybody who hit me on the Cash App this week. So last week I was mistaken. I thought today was going to be June 1st. So I thought I would be on my cleanse today. So I don't be keeping dates. But today, this is my last week. So this really, truly is my last week of eating turkey burgers and shawarma. So you want to contribute to the Turkey Burger Shawarma Fund, that's Cash App at Real Nagas, the number 9. Again, Cash App, Real Nagas, the number 9. Because damn it, I got 1 week left. Truly this time. It's a damn wrap on my chicken shawarma. Damn wrap. It's going to be sad, y'all. It's going to be a sad day next week. Next Friday's going to be a sad, sad day. But Appreciate everybody who hit me on the Cash App and the Super Chats. Appreciate y'all. And I don't have any juices here from Timmy Tight Top because he didn't drop them off. Damn it. I don't got my juices, but if you want to order some of the nice juices from Timmy Tight Top, the healthy juices, you can text them at 323-864-4425 at Wheat. That's Wheat Juice. And that's 323-864-4425 for the Wheat Juice, delectable juices that he has, the combinations, the surprisingly sweet, the watermelon, the cool water, which is the watermelon and mint, off the chain. So also all the healthy green juices that he produces if you're trying to get healthy, like I am about next week, because I got to do this cleanse. So, but the cleanse ain't happening yet. I got one more goddamn week. So again, Timmy Tight Top, make sure you text him if you want some of those juices. He'll hit you up and get them to you lickety split. All right, y'all, let's get into it. Because we got some stuff to do today. So, is WW3 coming? So we've been saying that shit for the last few months now. Actually, for the last, since I think it was October 7th. Really, since the Ukreezis, since they left Afghanistan and then got into the war with the Ukreezis. Everybody been saying, is it World War, WW3? Then Khazaria got hit on October 7th. Then they hit somebody back. Then they hit Iran. And it's constantly trying to provoke World War III, right? So then, I know you done heard the Iranian president. So it's not the Ayatollah. So a lot of people, just so you're aware, there's the two heads of Iran are the Ayatollah. So he's the main dude. He's like a king. And then you have the president. So the president of Iran died in the helicopter crash, a la Kobe Bryant. Shout out to Kobe. Kobe! But it's playing apparently the same type of situation. Apparently the pilot was flying in foggy weather. Why do these damn helicopter pilots keep flying in foggy goddamn weather? I thought, what the fuck? Who keep telling these niggas to fly in foggy goddamn weather? But apparently, these niggas think they can do that. So now another dude, so he done got his homie, he done got everybody on the plane killed. Apparently. Now, what they said was, so some said sounds like CIA. Christopher Perkins said sounds like CIA. Yeah, okay. Now, that's the word, right? Or was it Mossad? Because that's what's really coming out. Was it the New Khazarians? And so the New Khazarians, the reason you think it was the New Khazarians is because as soon as it happened, the New Khazarians, they got on the phone, they were like, that wasn't us. No, nigga, we didn't do it. Immediately, they jumped on the phone. Hey, nigga, it wasn't us. Nah, nigga. Don't be, hey. So why would we think it was the New Khazarians? Could it be because you just bombed the Iranian embassy in Damascus? No, killing, taking out some of their top officials. No, that ain't it. That couldn't be it, possibly, right? Then Iran hit you back, and then you said you wasn't gonna take it down. Even though Iran, when they hit you back, they didn't take anybody out. They didn't hurt anything. They even warned you 2 days ahead of time that they was gonna shoot some missiles at you, so you can make sure that nobody got hurt. But apparently. Now, again, they have good reason to believe. That's why they have good reason to believe it was New Khazaria. But they came out and said, hey, it wasn't us. Don't be looking over here, nigga. Don't be looking over here. It wasn't us, nigga. But people looking at New Khazaria like, I don't know, my nigga. You can't look suspicious, though, my nigga. So then it came out this week that it did look kind of suspicious. Now, Iran was trying to say that they blamed America for the sanctions against Iran, so they couldn't get good helicopter parts. replacement parts for the helicopters. So they said that because of your sanctions and policies against Iran, we can't get new parts into Iran, right? New helicopter parts. So they were blaming, that's how they're trying to blame America, right? But then it came out that New Khazaria may have had something to do with it. I mean, allegedly. Let me say that. Got to say that allegedly. There could have been some foul play. Now, they said that it would have been the reason that they kind of ruled it out was because they said Iran is so tight, especially the government of Iran is so packed tight that it's hard to infiltrate the government and get somebody in there to turn on, the leaders. But it came out that that may have happened, allegedly. So we're going to see if Iran, because they keep blaming America, right? So who they going to blame? Who they going to keep the blame on? Now that there's new evidence that came out that it could possibly, allegedly be New Khazaria. So who is Iran going to stick with? Is Iran going to stick with America? Are they going to stick with New Khazaria? Or are they going to really see what's really what? That America and New Khazaria are really one and the same, which is what we're going to really get into today, because this is what they're ultimately trying to do, is make New Khazaria and America one country. So, and then that will ultimately bring upon that one world order. That's right, laptop gangsters. Laptop gangsters eat AD. So the reason we're talking about that is because the ICC, the International Criminal Court, we talked about this last week. They was going to issue, they were talks about issuing a warrant for Netanyahu, right? So they basically, they put out the arrest warrant for Netanyahu. They said, nigga, you are committing genocide, basically. Well, they keep calling it allegedly or potentially, we want to investigate, but you're doing a potential genocide over there, so we're gonna arrest your ass. You're violating the Geneva Convention, which is where they try to say that it's war. We're in war, so there's things that happen in war. Okay. Well, that's why there's the Geneva Convention, because you're supposed to maintain some type of civility and not kill innocent people when you're in war. That's not acceptable, right? So that's why they came up with these rules, because not only did, a lot of, back in the day, those old wars, people did that shit, but also America and everybody. So they were like, look, nigga, you can't do this, and this. You can't torture people. You can't just kill innocent people. You can't kill babies. You can't do this shit. I mean, just shit normal, logical people would agree to, right? Moral people would agree to such things. All right, we can't kill innocent people. We can't kill babies. We can't kill innocent women. We can't just blow up. We can't do this stuff. We got to stick to the combat rules. You a combatant, we combatant, then we combat each other. We leave the innocent people out of the damn shit, right? So New Khazaria, they ain't giving a fuck. They don't care. They just destroying every fabric of diplomacy that they basically have with the rest of the world, because they know they run everything and they run America. See, this is the thing they got. They really, truly, this is the takeover of America. What you're seeing right now is the Khazarian takeover of America. Now, they've been taking it over, but they're letting you know on the surface now, we run America. We own America. Not run it, we own America. Absolutely. So this is what you're seeing right now, because they told Netanyahu told the ICC, the International Criminal Court, EAD, bitch. He said, eat a dick, bitch. Y'all don't control me, because Israel is not a part of the International Criminal Court. So they really have no jurisdiction over them or America, right? But the people who are in the International Criminal Court, like France and Germany and all these other countries, they did agree to arrest this nigga. If he comes over into their country, they agreed to arrest him. So what he's doing is burning the new Khazarian credit card with the world. People are starting to look back at them like, yo, looking at them with the side eye like, y'all niggas is on some bullshit. And when you burn your credit card with the rest of the world, you become a pariah on the world stage. No one wants to deal with you. That lead you can't do that if you're trying to expand your country and trying to make your country into a world power, which is what they're really trying to do. So you need connections to these different countries around the world. You can't separate yourself and say, well, we're just gonna do this and we're not gonna fuck with nobody else, because the world is connected. So you can't do that now. And they thought they were just gonna be able to do that and everybody was gonna be on board, and it's not happening like that, right? So they don't know what to do, which is why they're trying to shut down all the social media in the world, because that's really what's telling the story of how fucked up they are, right? Because then the International Court of Justice, this is the ICJ, so there's two different courts, right? International courts. And then there's The Hague too. But then you have the International Criminal Court, right? And the member states, the member countries have to be a part of it. So it's only binding on the member countries, which Palestine is a member of the ICC, the International Criminal Court, which again, America and New Khazaria, Israel, is not. But the ICJ, the International Court of Justice, is the court for the United Nations. So every country, if you're going to be a real country in the world, you need to be in the United Nations. So that would mean Israel, New Khazaria is a part of the United Nations, so is America. So the International Criminal Court, they came out, and because South Africa had, remember, they took their case to the ICJ and said, look, these niggas are committing genocide. You got to stop these niggas. So they did an investigation. So amongst their investigation, well, they came in with their investigation and they said, oh, okay, we kind of see what you're saying. Yo, Conceptual Elixirs, thank you, brother. Appreciate you for the super chat. Appreciate you, man. Always hooking me up. So the United Nations, they basically came out, they did their investigation. They said, nigga, y'all got to stop. So remember, they wanted to invade Rafah. So they're slowly invading Rafah so that they're slowly taking over, but still killing people. But they're trying to do it slowly so that you can't say that they just blatantly came in and just killed a bunch of people. But they're slowly doing it. But it's still an invasion. So the United Nations came and said, you niggas got to stop. You need to stop. No, you niggas can't invade Rafah. Now, are they gonna listen? Hell no. But if they don't listen, unlike the ICC, the International Court of Justice has the power to do something, because if you're a part of the United Nations, then they can sanction your ass. They can really push your ass to the side as far as the world stage. They can sanction shit. Nobody can send goods into Israel now. So they can do some real damage on New Khazaria. So they really tripping, right? And they're trying to get America to smash on the United Nations right now, because they're not going to plan. The people are taking the mask off of Israel. Everybody is seeing Israel for who they are right now. New Khazaria, they're like, nigga, y'all are full of shit. New Khazaria, y'all are with the bullshit. Everybody sees it. Yo, Broderick Enoch, thank you, brother, for the cash app. Thank you, man, for the shawarma donations. But so everybody sees they full of shit, right? And so the world is not messing with New Khazaria. The world, yep, karma. This is what's supposed to happen, though. This is their karma. They have been subversively running the world for so long, doing it as the victim champion, while they, on the low, they're really the terrorists taking out people financially, then, subversively through corrupting politicians around the world with their lobbies and their banks and all the rest of this shit. So everybody's starting to see what's going on with New Khazaria now, and they don't like it. But now this is the world changing, everybody. This is a new world order, but not according to what they're doing. Again, I talked about this conjunction. When this conjunction happened in 2020, it flipped everything. Everything that's hidden will be brought to the surface. That will be uncovered. That's the apocalypse, the unveiling, the uncovering. So they have been hidden in the shadows for so long. Now everybody's starting to see what's going on. Niggas starting to see them niggas climbing out of the fucking ground in New York, climbing out of holes and used to go underground. They got a whole goddamn shit underground. Nothing they doing right now is being hidden from the public eye. They're being exposed, and they hate it because they always do their shit in anonymity. That's their main thing. We do dirt, but we got to do our dirt in anonymity, right? Under the darkness. But it's not popping like that, New Khazaria. People are starting to see what's popping, what's going on with you, and no one's having it. So keep it going, everybody. Keep the light shine on New Khazaria. Because as we know, because then this is how we know America or New Khazaria runs America. Because did you see that the House Republicans, which used to be against New Khazaria, which is crazy how shit flipped, used to have the Democrats was for Israel and the Republicans were not really for Israel, right? They were against them. Look how shit is flipped. Now the House Republicans, they vote to defund the U.S. military for not arming Israel. Did y'all hear that shit? The House Republicans, who's supposed to be these military, we're for the military and the police and all the rest of that shit, these niggas voted to defund the U.S. military, America's military, if they don't arm Israel. What the fuck? What kind of bullshit? Yo, Roger Ragland, thank you, brother. It says, are you going to use Dr. Russell's products for your detox? I'm also starting my detox on June. No, I usually do his stuff in December. This is just a month. I'm only doing a month. So I just do my juice cleanse for June. So I do a juice cleanse, go vegan, straight juice cleanse, and knock everything out, because I also have some stuff that I usually do. So I usually do that one in December, Dr. Russell's in December, January, part of February, and now this one in June. I'm doing this juicing. But appreciate you, brother. But how in the hell is Israel's military funding of Israel's military tied to, or the funding of America's military tied to the funding of of Israel's military? That should be treason. How are you devoted to two different militaries in two different countries at the same time? Either you're for America or you're not. What did Bush say? Either you're with us or you're against us. You're with us or you're against us. So if you ain't rolling with America, then what you doing? Because New Khazaria don't need people's money. New Khazaria, Israel got universal health care. Y'all know that? Israel has universal health care, which means they are paid. In order for you to fund everybody else's health care in the country, your country got to be paid to be able to do that, meaning you ain't broke. And part of the religious Jews over in New Khazaria, which are like the Hasidic Jews, they don't even have to work. If you claim religious in New Khazaria, you know you don't have to go to the military. You get all your shit paid for. You don't have to go to the military. So most of them who do work and go to the military and do that, they fund the so-called Jews over there who don't even work. They just preach the New Khazarian gospel, the Talmud and the Torah. That's their whole life, is to teach that Judaism. So how in the hell do they need all this money when they can do all of that? But you need funding from America. No, that's just to keep your hands in America's pocket so that you can always, if they always have their hand in America's pocket, then we're always connected, right? When one goes down, the other one goes down. That's how they're trying to connect the two. They're trying to connect the two fates. If America goes, New Khazaria goes. If New Khazaria goes, then America goes, which is crazy. But you're gonna vote to defund your own soldiers if they don't fund Israel. That's crazy. So then, also, on top of that, the House Republicans, the GOP, they introduced legislation to give American citizens serving in the IDF benefits. They want to give IDF soldiers benefits from America. Your money. Your fucking money. They want to give benefits to the IDF soldiers if they happen to be dual citizens. Now, in no other country can you go and serve in two different militaries. Do you know that? Nowhere else in the world. Brandon Terry, thank you for the cash out, brother. Appreciate you. But in no other country can you go and serve in two different militaries. Ever. Nowhere. No. You cannot have two jurisdictions serving two different militaries. But for some fucking reason, America allows you to serve you can be an American citizen, but serve in the IDF. So this is how they do that shit. This is how New Khazaria does it too. So that they can have the dual citizens. They'll have a lot of New Khazarians come over here, right? Have their babies in America, and then they take those babies back to New Khazaria. So then the babies are dual citizens at that point. Because America has that birthright citizenship, right? Which is some stupid shit. No other country has that. No other country can you go and be born in that country and be considered one of their countries. Go to Japan. Go to Japan and have a baby in Japan and see if they still consider you, if they consider your ass Japanese. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here, black American. Round eye. Round eye. Get the fuck out of here, round eye. You're not Japanese, round eye. They gonna tell your ass to get the fuck out of here. I just saw a video of this fine ass girl she was Brazilian. She's from Brazil. Her parents from Brazil. They went to Japan, had her in Japan. So she ain't never known anything but Japan. And they asked her what she was. She said, I'm Brazilian. They said, this is the way Japan think of me. There's nothing you can do about it. You cannot apply for Japanese citizenship. It don't go down like that. They tell you to get the fuck out of here. So, but in America, you can just come over here, drop a baby, and then get all the fucking benefits of everybody else who've been working their asses off. All the citizens who've been working their asses off, you just get a piece of that. All you gotta do is just come have a baby in this bitch. So that's what New Khazaria is then. They come and have babies over here, take those babies back to New Khazaria, and now you're dual citizens. So then those babies grow up, and then they have to join the IDF, which is the New Khazarian military. So now they're creating legislation that these motherfuckers over here in the IDF who don't even know shit about America, but because they got this dual citizenship, that you got to give money to these niggas over in New Khazaria because they got dual citizenship. What in the fuck are they on? They have lost their goddamn mind. And they think you so goddamn stupid, you just gonna go along with the bullshit. But you know why they really have the nerve to do this? Because of these dumbass Christians These dumbass Christians who believe that in order for there to be a rapture, Israel has to be in control of the Middle East. And so you got all these pro-Palestine, these pro-Zionist Christians over here who keep voting for Nuke Khazaria. Got these dumbass motherfuckers brainwashed with religion. When they don't even believe in that shit. They don't even believe in this fucking Bible that the Christian motherfuckers believe in, and they give all this power to the New Khazarians because they believe in this goddamn dumbass Bible that these motherfuckers have. And the New Khazarians don't even believe in that shit, but they will accept your fealty. Oh, you think we the chosen people? Well, you goddamn right. Get down and kiss my fucking boot, nigga. Get your bitch ass down and bend the knee, kiss my boot. Jesus? I don't give, nigga, who the fuck is Jesus, nigga? I don't know nothing about no Jesus, but you damn sure right. We are the chosen motherfuckers. So get your bitch ass down there and kiss the tip of my dick, nigga. Right here, nigga. They will tell you what, it's E-A-D. Right here. They don't believe shit about that Christianity, that Christian bullshit. But they will take the bowing down of the Christians. They'll take that shit, though. So that's why they are superpower really over here, is because the Christian Zionists, which are a big voting bloc, gives them that power. And they're a big voting bloc in Congress and the Senate, which is insane. These niggas are religious fanatics thinking Jesus is Jewish, and in order for the rapture to happen, Israel, the chosen people, need to be in control of the fucking Middle East, of Palestine. These niggas are insane. So then, excuse me. So what they said was they're going to be giving benefits to Khazarian soldiers while American veterans, this is crazy, excuse me, American veterans, American vets are homeless. The homelessness of American vets rose by 7.5% in 2023. Motherfuckers who actually fought for this soil right here, who went off, fought, did whatever they did for this soil right here, veteran homelessness or American veteran homelessness rose by 7.5% last year. But they want to ship all your money to New Khazaria, a rich-ass country who don't need it at all. They will ship your money, the veterans' money. Veterans done paid into this shit too. So the homeless veterans, the shit that they paid, that money that they don't get to fix themselves goes to New Khazarian soldiers. What the fuck? And these motherfuckers and these politicians expect you to accept this bullshit. Y'all better start scrapping, man. Y'all better start going at these motherfuckers, because I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't have a dog in the fight. I'm separated from the goddamn corporation. Most of you are not. So they taking your money. They taking your money and using it for this fuck shit, which means they're enjoining your energy. Your karma gets tangled up with they shit. That's just how it is. Because now you actually know, you do know that your money is going, your taxes is going to these people, and these people are taking your money and doing foul shit with it, right? And then you also know, at some point in time, because I know you heard me say this shit about a million times, that income tax, the money that they take from you and use for a lot of this shit, is illegal. Income tax on the normal American citizen is illegal. You have no damn obligation to pay the United States corporation money for money you earn. They don't own you. That's slavery. That's literally slavery. That somebody say, well, nigga, you need to pay me for this, for me letting you, I'm gonna let you loan out my worker. So he gonna make a little money, but also the money that you make, you gotta give this back to me, nigga, because I allowed you to go and work for this nigga. That's slavery. Since when did America own its citizen. It doesn't. It's not supposed to anyway. It does because it's a corporation and you signed over all your goddamn rights to these people because you don't know law or how to contract. So they actually do own you. So sort of they can do it, but they're not supposed to be able to do it. But 7.5% homelessness rose by the veterans, and they want to give all the veterans and all your money away to New Khazaria. So basically, eventually, it looks like the plan is to make New Khazaria the 51st state. They want to make New Khazaria a 51st state because then they'll be fully protected. See, they'll be fully protected. They're like some type of offshoot territory of the United States. They want to merge the two because right now, America has no treaties or anything with New Khazaria. They keep calling them our biggest ally. How the hell is New Khazaria our biggest ally? Do they give us money? No. Do they give soldiers to fight for America when they go to war and shit? No. Do they give money for programs in America? No. Do they facilitate any goddamn thing for America? No, not a goddamn thing. But New Khazaria is somehow America's greatest ally. Where the fuck is that? They're not even a part of NATO. So, this is the bullshit. America, you are owned by New Khazaria. This is the New Khazarian takeover. But it's not happening the way they plan. So, fuck them niggas. So, keep it moving. Excuse me. So, moving along. Did you see there is an impending illegal immigrant surge? So they called it the impending surge. Or have you heard anybody talking about a surge the last couple weeks? Excuse me. So what's happening is the illegal immigrants have heard that Trump is probably going to win, right? It's spread around the world. Trump is going to win. So what they're doing is they're piling up all these caravans. A bunch of illegal immigrants is starting to flood and trying to flood the borders before Trump get elected. So they call it the surge. So if you look at the Republican news people, they're talking about the surge. If you look at the Democratic news, they'll say this surge is just propaganda. There's no such thing. There's nothing called a surge. They're not surging. These are people looking for help. These are people looking for asylum. They're looking for help. And they be like, why are you over? They be like, nigga, why you over here right now? They interviewed him. So why you come right now? Because Trump probably gonna get elected and close the border. That's what they said. Like, why you over here right now, nigga? You running from somebody? Like, nah, nigga, Trump about to get elected and close the goddamn border, nigga. So we had to get over here. Before this nigga lock this shit up, nigga. Put this shit on lockdown. We in this bitch, Trump. Thank you, baby. Thank you, Trump. They thank you, Biden. Really, it's thank you, Biden, because Trump trying to get these niggas out of here. So it's thank you, Biden. And they heard Trump about to kick these niggas up out of here. So then the illegal immigrants, because what showed it was, because we talked about how the illegal immigrants attacked the National Guard, right? Man, so then there was another attack. The illegal immigrants, they swarmed the border wall. They started throwing sand-filled water bottles. They started throwing that shit at the Border Patrol. They fighting the Border Patrol, trying to get over. So the Border Patrol trying to keep these niggas out. And they know this border, they got what? 6 months. 6 months. It's only 6 months left they got because probably, it's most likely Trump is going to get elected. And when he get in there, that nigga's shutting this shit down. So they got 6 months. And so they scrambling to try to get their asses over here in the next 6 months. Because after 6 months, it's a wrap, right? So they said illegal immigrants and smugglers swarmed the border wall in New Mexico. So the smugglers are also attacking the border patrol, trying to help the illegal immigrants get over the wall. So the smugglers are shooting shit at the border patrol, throwing shit at them while they distracting the border patrol. Other illegal immigrants is climbing the wall. Oh, so they go to one part of the wall and they fight the border patrol on one part of the wall while the illegal immigrants go to another part of the wall and they get and they climbing over and shit and getting over the wall that way. So it's mass distraction while these other niggas get over. So they tripping. It's crazy. They are really trying to get in this bitch. Throwing rocks, sand, water balls, and all that shit. So they said aerial footage shared by the Texas Department of Public Safety Thursday shows green uniformed Border Patrol agents on foot and ATVs racing towards the border wall as it's swarmed on the Mexican side. At least half a dozen men on the Mexican side climbed the border barrier, which is anywhere from 19 to 30 feet tall, using a makeshift ladder. So again, while they being distracted by the smugglers, they throwing balls and bottle and shit. They climbing over the wall. They on the other side down the way, climbing over the wall. That shit is funny. I'll distract you up here. You climb over the wall that way. But they know some shit is going down because if you saw the rally in the Bronx. Did y'all see the rally in the Boogie Down? God damn. The Boogie Down. Trump had about minimum of 35,000 people out there. South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx, South Bronx. Yo. AOC, yeah, AOC can EAD. I need to put that up here too. AOC can EAD. For sure. Because goddamn, everybody there was mostly Puerto Ricans and niggas. And they all was screaming, build the wall. They was screaming, build they was screaming. You got Hispanics and brothers screaming, build the wall. Goddamn, you never thought you'd see today when you got Hispanics and brothers talking about build the wall. This shit is crazy because they know they letting them illegal immigrants into their neighborhoods and they getting all the fucking resources. But why are they doing this? What's the real reason for the illegal immigrants? See, there's some shit that they can't really tell the Americans because it would make America look weak. They can't tell you that America is dying off. They can't tell you that. They can't tell you America's dying off. If they told you that, you motherfuckers would panic. People would panic like a motherfucker. So the fact, if you go look at the population being born, last few years before last year, they had, and this is only because last year, because more people died, because it was more people who died during the PANDEEZY, right? So the last few years you had more people dying, or more people being born than dying. But what happened was, so this last year, they came out with the stat, 500,000 more people were born than died last year, right? But before that, it was more people were dying than being born for a few years straight, right? They weren't replenishing the population. So they don't know what to do. And we're talking about mostly Caucasians, right? A lot of Caucasians. And then we are talking about in the melanated hoods because that's where they put Planned Parenthood, because you melanated people, you go to destroy your kids because you don't want the hassle. It's more convenient for you to go take your kid out. Now, again, whatever that decision is for the woman, that's on you. But I'm talking about the plan is so that you don't reproduce and there'd be a lot more of you melanated people in America. That was the whole plan by Margaret Sanger. So you're executing the plan to perfection, melanated people. Good job. Yo, Eugene Michael, thank you, brother. He said, I'm just wiping my feet. There you go. Wipe those feet off when you come in here. Appreciate you. So that's the plan, right? So it's working. It's working in spades for melanated people, but it's also working on Caucasian people. See, the back plan is that this progressive mind state is counteractive to building up America, because it teaches you, get out there. You don't need to build a family. You don't need a family. You don't need a husband. You don't need a wife. Just get out there, have fun, have sex with who you want, build a career, make money, work for a corporation, make America great, build America, all this and that type of shit, but no family. Not really about family no more. The message is not about family anymore. It's about getting out here and giving your energy all the way out away from you. Give it to the corporations. Give it to the government. The government is your parent. The government is your husband. The government is your wife. So this has been the plan for so long. So then they start to see, oh, this shit is not sustainable. We can't have everybody not wanting to have kids. Like, shit, we only wanted a couple people. But this shit is starting to be a real thing with everybody, right? So now they got to replenish the populations. And so this is how they do it. They have to flood new motherfuckers into the country. New people who's going to work, who don't already have their labor tied up in the system and it's already been used. They need new labor. That's an infusion of new money into the system. New labor in the system is like new money. So that's why they have to have these immigrants come over here, and they say, well, they taking all of our money, taking all of our money. Your money been gone. Your money been gone. The money that you give to the government don't go for the stuff that you need. It goes to pay off the debt to the Federal Reserve that your ancestors already built up. Your forefathers built up. Your parents and your grandparents and all the rest of that shit. They use that shit. You're paying for them. That's how that shit works. They already used you, and then this generation is using Generation Z's money, which is why Generation Z is so pissed. They're like, nigga, ain't gonna be nothing left for us. There's no jobs. There's nothing left in the system. Y'all raping the whole system to where it's gonna be nothing left for us. So they're pissed. I don't blame them. But Trump said he's going to institute the biggest deportation America's ever seen. He's like, I'm about to send all these bitch ass niggas back, nigga. Take your bitch ass back to your burrito loving country, nigga. Go, hey, nigga, didn't you leave some burritos on the stove, nigga? I think you left some burritos on the stove, my nigga. Take your bitch ass. They about to send some niggas. Hey, nigga, didn't you leave a motherfucking goat burning, nigga, in fucking Botswana, nigga? Huh? Go check that fucking curry goat over there, motherfucker. Take your bitch ass back home. So Trump is about to kick all these niggas out. they seen that shit. They like, nigga, let's get to the fucking border, nigga. They diving over the border and they pole vaulting, nigga. They getting to the border any way they can. So it's called the impending surge. That's what you're seeing right now, y'all. Not impending, it's happening. They call it impending, means it's about to happen. It's about to be way more people that's about to come in the next 6 months, but it's already happening. So Trump, but then don't be fooled though. I just wanted to say, don't be fooled by Trump, because he's going to come in here and he's going to try to restore some normalcy to what America was, because he's a nationalist, right? He's about America first. But in order for that to happen, how did America used to be? The police was in your ass, melanated people. Just so you know, though, they don't discriminate. They whoop everybody's ass. Just so y'all know. A lot of people they treat Caucasian people different than they treat white people, than they treat melanated people. That's true a lot of the times, for sure. Out of thousands of police stops I've seen, majority of them they will treat melanated people worse than Caucasian people, but they will abuse Caucasian people too. They don't give a shit. It's police against everybody else. That's what they think. Police, this is how police officers think. I want y'all to understand. Police officers think it's the citizens against the police officers. They don't, a lot of them don't look at you as white and black and they try to separate you. They don't do that. It's police are one group and you niggas are the enemies. That's how they look at you. So when Trump comes in, he is pro-police officer, pro-military, pro-police officer, right? So this nigga said he's going to strengthen immunities for police officers. So that means police gonna be able to come in and smash on you niggas to institute order, to reestablish order. So you better get ready. Everybody wanting Trump to get in there, which is gonna be cool because honestly, Trump, everybody think, everything's gonna be different, but every single presidential candidate is for Israel or New Khazaria, right? They're pro-Israel, New Khazaria. So the only one who has a chance of not really being that, is flipping it, is Trump. I will say that. I'm going to give him that. Even though he is pro-Khazarian, just like he a Khazarian ball gargler, just like JFK Jr. and Biden, and also Elon Musk is a Khazarian ball gargler too. But the only reason Trump is the less of those is because he's a narcissist, right? And so he has this thing where he like to be liked all the time. So if the American people start turning on his ass because he's overfunding Israel or New Khazaria, then he'll just say, fuck it. He'll stop doing it because he can't take the backlash. And that's a good thing about having a nigga like that, because once you can hit him with so much backlash that he'll flip and turn on Israel. He's the most likely out of the three to flip on Israel because he's crazy and he needs you to like him more than anything else, right? So that's the only thing that may save the world is that's crazy. The only thing that may save the world from destruction is Trump's ego. Everybody think his ego would get us into a war, but the only thing that may actually save us from a world war is Trump's ego, which is the funniest shit in the world, right? So moving along, China and Russia, they just put out a giant statement saying that they're building a new world order. China and Russia. Please go look at the stipulations and shit that they put out for their new world order, everybody. God damn. China and Russia, they broke down. They said it's a multipolar world, meaning no one person is the head of the world anymore. We're all heads. We're all powers now. America, you can't come in and smash on nobody no more. You need to keep it above ground. Don't be coming over here destabilizing people's governments. Don't be taking people out over here. You can't be doing this fuck shit over here. This is them. They going at basically America, telling America they can't do nothing, right? But I'm going to tell you, I'm just going to be honest. They plan sound really goddamn good. If you look at their plan for the world, it basically leaves everybody on an even keel and says it's a non-hegemonic world. So hegemony, if you know what hegemony is basically the military rule or might of one over the other. And so that's what America pushes, is hegemony, basically the American hegemony over the world, meaning America is gonna be the military might and power over the whole world. And they say, no, we stomping that shit out right now, nigga. No more of that. So they are mashing out, y'all, China, and Russia. And they feel so confident that they put out a statement saying that we are creating a new world order. That's what these motherfuckers said. That's the word they use, new world order. We doing it, not you, America, because there is a new world order trying to be created by the WEF and America and all that shit, right? But they not with that. They like, nah, nigga, we ain't fucking with that one. We gonna create our own shit. Where nobody is better than anybody if you leave everybody else alone. If we not fucking with you, you don't fuck with us. I'm like, that sound pretty good to me. Like, shit, nigga. That sound pretty goddamn good to me, nigga. Hey, I leave you alone, you leave me the fuck alone. We good? I'm like, that don't sound bad. Unlike America, who want to go and they think they need to poke their nose in every goddamn business. We're the police of the world. We're the world's conscience. If we're not the world's leaders, then who are we gonna like, nigga? Who the fuck told you that you are supposed to lead every fucking body, nigga? Who made you the goddamn the sole arbiter of everybody else's goddamn shit? Nobody. America just chose, hey, right here, I want to be, I'm the leader. Right here. Everyone, right here. Me. I'll tell everyone what to do. Right here. I'll tell you all motherfuckers what to do. Like, motherfucker, nobody asked you that. So, China and Russia said, no more of that shit. No more of that shit, America. And America's not in a position to deny the shit because Russia is even... Their economy is even better since the sanctions for, invading Ukraine, or Old Khazaria. Since they sanctioned them for invading Old Khazaria, that forced them to work around America and create new ways to build their money up. So they start selling their gas to other countries, right? They was like, all right, well, you won't buy our gas? All right, we're going to go to these other smaller ass countries and we're going to get our gas off to these motherfuckers, right? That built Russia back up. So their economy is doing better, just like doing 3 times better than it was before they invaded Ukraine. So they're like, nigga, y'all ain't doing nothing. And then BRICS, they're about to have... The BRICS Summit is coming up. They invited more countries into BRICS for the BRICS Summit. So they're about to have that this summer. And the next, I think it's in July. So June or July, they're about to have the BRICS Summit where they invited more countries, which means more countries about to sign up to that shit, which means BRICS, they're going to leave the dollar. The more countries who sign up for BRICS are the more countries who are saying, F you to the dollar. Dollar, eat a dick. EAD to the dollar. That's what they saying to the dollar. We not fucking with y'all no more, right? So that New World Order, they felt real confident in releasing that New World Order statement. In order to release something like that, you need to be feeling yourself for real. You need to be feeling yourself for real. Hold on, y'all. My phone is running out of battery power. Hold on a sec. Phone about to go off on me. All right. Here we go. So I want y'all to be aware of that. China, you may want to pick up some yuan if you're an investor. Not really trying to give any financial advice. However, just saying, it may be a good idea. Just use your own judgment. But it may be a good idea to pick up some Chinese yuan on the market. Just hold on to that for a little bit. And look at the countries who are in BRICS, and because you guys can sell, you can buy and sell currency, right? Even on Robinhood. So you go there, you pick up some of the currency that's in some of these BRICS countries. Just to have it, just in case. Whoever's in BRICS, because BRICS is going to rise. They're not going to fall. So, just saying. Go and pick up some of this BRICS, some of these countries that are in BRICS, come pick up some of their currency because you see what's popping off. And basically what that manifesto was, basically, it was a one world order. It was a plan because they basically, in the plan, it was really talking like they wanted to join the world, but join the world on even kill. Everybody's going to be even. Nobody's going to be over nobody. You do your shit. We do our shit. If it's what they call a rules-based world is what they called it, a rules-based world. So they're supposed to have one right now, but they don't. It's basically America rules everybody else in the world. So they said, we're going to have this rules-based world where now everyone has to follow the rules. Nobody's above anybody else. We all got to follow the rules, including you, America. So America didn't want to hear that shit. So moving along, your boy Klaus Schwab is stepping down from the WEF. Like they want to cheer. Now, Klaus Schwab, the devil himself, the Bond villain himself, the evil Bond villain rubbing the cat with the glove on, just stroking his cat. We will ruin the world. We will ruin the world. This nigga said no. He's stepping down. He's stepping down from the WEF. Now, why is he doing that? Why is he stepping down from the WEF? He's the head. What is he? He's stepping down as the executive chairman, right? So that's the main dude. So he's getting so much backlash. Like the WEF in the last 4 years, this nigga, no one heard of the WEF before 2020, right? Before they came out with the PANDEEZY, then everybody heard about the WEF because they basically planned the shit, right? They planned the whole fucking thing. So now he wasn't ready with his old ass. He's 80-something years old. He wasn't ready for the power of social media and him being his information, him being shared on the social media so much because he actually said something about it, about controlling the narrative on social media because everybody thinks he's evil and shit, right? So he said some shit about that. So it's been starting to get to him. It's been starting to get to that nigga because you know people been rolling up on him on the street, calling him evil and shit. So it's starting to get to him. He don't want to be the face of evil no more, right? So that nigga like, I'm just gonna step on back, moonwalk. Hey, baby. Let me slide on back to the back to the back of the room. This nigga trying to moonwalk to the back of the room, y'all, because he's the face of evil right now. Everybody know Klaus Schwab as the face of evil in the world. And he like, shit, nigga, I can't go no goddamn where. So let me put some other dumbass nigga ahead of charge. So he said he's stepping down, but is he really stepping down? Hell no. He's only, basically what he said is he's only stepping down as executive chairman, right? He's going to move up and become chairman of the board of trustees for the WEF. So basically, he still run the whole goddamn thing. The nigga still run the goddamn thing. He just don't want to be the face. Because this nigga is the face of the devil right now, and he can't deal with it. He can't deal with it. You know what I'm saying? Even though he Aries and he's supposed to be able to take a whole lot of shit, this is not, he can't take it. It's getting to him that he is the face of evil around the world. So he had to slide, do a moonwalk to the back room, and let some other dumbass put his face in front and become the evil person. Become the evil. But everybody's still going to equate him with the WF no matter what. Even if you put this dumbass person in charge, everybody's still going to see him as the evil nigga. So it doesn't matter. Klaus Schwab, we still know you are the evil motherfucker. Ain't nobody going to all of a sudden start looking at him as the evil person. You are the devil. You the one that came out and said, you will own nothing and be happy. You the one that came out and said, you're going to eat bugs. Eat the bugs. You will eat the bugs. Nigga, that wasn't this new nigga. That was you. Klaus Schwab. So we still on you, nigga. No diddy. So it said that now the acting president of the WEF will take over as executive chairman, while Klaus Schwab, so Klaus Schwab can do his dirt on the low. That's basically what I got from it. I'm gonna have this other dumbass nigga come and take all the bullets that y'all was shooting at me, all the Scud missiles. He gonna stand in front and be Scarface. Come on, come on. Y'all seen Scarface? Come on, come on, come on. Scarface was taking him, wasn't he? That motherfucking cocaine, that nigga had some super cocaine. That motherfuckers was stopping bullets in that nigga. He was, come on, come on. Shout out to Scarface. Shit. He was the shit, boy. So moving along. In Germany, what the fuck is going on in Germany? Yeah, no pain. Shout out to Scarface. What's my man? Al Pacino. So moving along, Germany is tripping. Telling y'all, it's a big plan, y'all, to slowly implement has child corn, pedo, the PDF files, the PDF files. There's a slow implementation of this because they know it's so adverse to what people really feel. You don't mess with kids, man. That's universal. That's a universal accepted thing. You don't mess with kids. That's like, nigga, that's like human 101. Being human 101, leave the kids alone. Take care of the children, protect children, leave the kids alone, all of that, right? One immaculate, thank you, brother, is WEF, WHO, and other organizations a white-only org? No, they got a lot of Africans in there. The head of the WHO is African. He African nigga, but he's a corrupted African nigga. he's a corrupted African. So, but they're trying to, this slow implementation of child corn because they're all involved in this shit on the low. Like, how come we still ain't heard who was the damn clients, Ghislaine Maxwell's clients? Remember, Ghislaine Maxwell is in jail for trafficking young adults, right? To some people. Who was she trafficking them to? How you go to jail for trafficking when you ain't got no damn clients? Where the clients at? Wait a minute. Hold up. She get how many years? 20-something years in prison? For no clients? Who was fucking the little kids then? Huh? You need to tell us. Who was touching the little kids? Well, I don't know. What kids? Kids? I don't. That's how them niggas is acting on fucking kid. What? Like, motherfucker, yeah, nigga. Who was fucking the kids? Like, nigga, y'all full of shit. So, again, if you want to know how that shit goes down, go watch that movie Red Handed. Go watch the movie Red Handed. It's all about that. Came out in 2019. They put that movie out. Just came out. 2019 is about the child trafficking shit. but it's also about the politicians in Washington, D.C., because one of the dudes who was doing it, the main dude of the whole organization, he was a politician. I think a senator. So go watch that movie Red-Handed, and you know what I'm talking about. Is that Eyes Wide Shut movie cult? Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Why you think they killed Stanley Kubrick? That nigga died a couple of months before that movie came out. They didn't want that nigga alive. They didn't want him people asking questions on the publicity tour. So, Mr. Kubrick, is this fictional? Or did you base this on some real experiences or someone that you know? Was there some real experiences there? Because in these scenes look really, really, they're really graphic, you know? And so most people would say that this is all fantasy because this is maybe, or what is it called? Erotic fantasy. So, Mr. Kubrick, is this all just erotic fantasy or was this based on something true and real? They didn't want that nigga answering them questions. Shit. Nigga, Stanley Kubrick. Pew. 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 Shit. Get your bitch ass out of here, Stanley Kubrick. But, so they're slow implementation, right? Because in Germany, they decriminalized, sorta, child porn. The possession of child pornography. Corn. Children of the corn. So they didn't necessarily decriminalize it per se. So just like anywhere else, as it should be, possession of children of the corn is a felony. Should be worse than that. You should have your ass ran over by a truck. Your ass should be ran over by a truck. So it's a felony, supposedly, but they just created a new law where they took it down to a misdemeanor. So in Germany, the possession of children of the corn is a misdemeanor. And you can just pay a fine and let go. Why did they do this? Why did Germany do this? Why in the hell did Germany take down children of the corn? They reduced it from a felony to a misdemeanor. Well, they said it's because sometimes young adults get charged with this law. Like they have some young adults, I guess 14, 15 or whatever, 16, and they have possession of, they're possessing material with, now I don't know how you call that. If they're looking at people their own age, that's different. If you're looking at you a teenager and you looking at a teenager, nigga, that ain't. But they're trying to say that that's what's happening over there, that teens are getting charged with children of the corn, the felony children of the corn, and it's ruining lives. It's ruining lives. It's ruining good, wholesome lives. He should be able to have a magazine with it's natural part of growing up, man. It's ruining lives. He should be able to bust off to just like any other little young teenager. Like, yeah, we know teenagers bust off and do all that, but is it really a problem, that big of a problem, that you have to decriminalize it or lower the standard, the penalty from taking your ass to jail for sure to possibly and actually paying a fine? That's all you get? Is a fine? How many people, grown adults now, are you going to see involved in Children of the Corn, being that it's only a fine? How many people now are going to move to Germany? You just incentivized a bunch of pedophiles to move to Germany. How many are going to be trafficked, allegedly, from Ukraine to Germany? Because allegedly that's going on too, according to the dude who did that, the movie about the child with the child trafficking. What was that? Freedom? Something Freedom? He said he was in Ukraine. That's the biggest place for it. So are they going to be funneling Ukrainian chillings over to Germany now? Because now it's only a misdemeanor. This shit is going off the rails, everybody. It's going off the goddamn rails. Like, damn near too far to pull the shit back. So, this is some bullshit. They also said this will help clear some space from the jails. Right? There's too many cats in jail, and they shouldn't be in jail. If you are in possession of Children of the Corn, you goddamn right you should be in jail. At the least. At the very least, your ass should be in jail for possession. God damn. So, again, they're trying to make the pedos a real thing in the world. But we not having it. Because, again, the base, instinct of adults is to protect children. It's supposed to be, anyway. That is an unwritten, everyone knows, written, unwritten rule. You don't mess with the children. They're innocent. They can't protect themselves. So you leave them alone. So Germany is full of shit. Everybody need to backlash against Germany. Seriously. Y'all need to talk shit about Germany until they change that law back. They need to flip that law back. So, moving along. Did you see the Federal Reserve? The Federal Reserve came out with some numbers. And they basically said the average white family, the average white family's worth has increased to at least $1 million more than the average so-called black family. Goddamn. $1 million. They're saying the average Caucasian person is worth $1 million more than the average. This is from the Federal Reserve. This is the Federal Reserve numbers. Just came out. Now, is that true or is it slightly skewed? Is it slightly off because the data may be taken out of context? Who's white? Who are they classifying as white? Who are they classifying as white? Does that mean non-melanated people? No, does not mean non-melanated people. See, this is how the numbers get to move up. White does not mean non-melanated. It means it's a class, right? So anybody can be classified as white who are from Middle Eastern, so it's called the MENA countries, Middle East, North Africa. So anybody from Middle East and North Africa, they're also classified as white. Talked about this some streams ago, about the fights in the early 1900s, how an Asian sued to be white, and they said he wasn't white. And then an Indian sued to be white, and they said he was. So the Asian he said he was white because of his skin color. They said, nigga, no, white is not just your skin color. It's also a certain class, right? So then the Indian nigga came in and said, oh shit, it's a class? Well, shit, an Indian nigga, I'm a noble motherfucker. Shit, I'm noble in India, so if it's about class, nigga, I'll walk on water around here like you niggas. So I'm rich and paid like you niggas. It's about class, so hook me up. Am I white? And they said, nah, nigga, you can't, it ain't white because it's about skin color. He's like, wait a minute, you just told this other dude it wasn't about skin color. So now, when it's with me, I'm too dark. Now I'm too dark. It ain't about the status. All right, so then another dude came in. So it was 3 different lawsuits that classified white in the early 1900s. So white is not skin tone. White ain't got nothing to do with skin tone. So, but they'll make you think that to make you think that you have this giant gap in America. There's this giant gap between non-melanated people. You have to reach so far, melanated people. You got to reach to get the gold. Reach to get the golden goose. You got to reach. And you just, you just trying to reach. And you can't necessarily get it. Now, is there some truth to that? Yes. There's a lot of truth. Melanated people, you broke your shit. A lot of y'all broke shit, but that's because you have no financial literacy. You have no financial literacy. So, of course you're going to be broke. First damn dollars y'all niggas get, you go back and give it to the Caucasian motherfucker. Seriously, first dollar you get, y'all go back and give it to the Caucasian person. While Jews' money travels 20 times in their community before it leaves the community. It bounces around at least 20 times, 18 to 20 times in the Khazarian community before it bounces out to you. It's been already touched about 20 Khazarian hands, pairs of hands. You, only yours. Only yours before you give it out to a Korean at your grocery store, at your liquor store, or an Indian at the convenience store, or a Caucasian at the grocery store. Caucasian or Jews, which they're still the same. They're classified as the same. So you have no financial literacy. So, of course, y'all don't know what to do when you get money. You don't know how to save money. You don't know how to do the 80-20. You know what I'm saying? You got to preserve at least 20% of your money. All the time. Every money you get, you got to conserve at least 20%. No matter what. No matter what the fuck it is. If it's $1, put 20 cents. Take 20 cents, put it to the side. If it's $10, take $2. Put it to the side. That's how you got to do. If it's $100, take $20. Put it to the side. You got to do that. Whatever your money you get, you use 80, keep 20. One immaculate. Appreciate you, brother. Says Tiffany Haddish jokingly said she told Census she's white. Yeah. Because of where her country is. What is it? Utrea? What is it? Utrea? Whatever. She's Ukrainian or whatever. So she can classify. Legally, she can classify as white. So that's what I'm coming to show you, man. So you got a lot of these immigrants from these melanated countries over here, and they come over here and they start businesses. Indian, they classified as white. Even 50-something% of Hispanics are classified as white. So now you start to see who makes up the white, the whole little white bubble. And it ain't non-melanated people. A lot of them is melanated people. Probably at least half to probably 60% would probably be from melanated people or people from melanated countries. But they still got to jump on your American nigga ass because American niggas aren't taught financial literacy. You are taught to spend, spend, spend. All I do is spend, spend, spend no matter what. like G.J. Khaled. All I do is spin, spin, spin. That's you niggas. All you do is spin. So you got to get your financial literacy game up, because the gap, again, this was over the last few years. So investments, save 20% of your money, no matter what you do. This is what it's called, the 80-20 rule that they use. They don't tell you about. 80% of your money goes to paying off your rent, your expenses, doing what you need to do as far as living your life, going out to eat, you know, entertainment. That includes buying CDs or buying tape, whatever the fuck it is. 80, you got to get all your living has got to get done out of 80% of what you make. No matter what, that has to be a rule. You have to only act like you only have 80% of that money that came in. No matter what, just forget about the other 20. Just say, fuck, I don't even exist. That's how you got to do it. 20% of your money, it does not exist. Just lock that shit away. Dig a big ass hole in the backyard and throw it in the hole. Because it don't exist. That's what they do. Yeah, they put it in CDs and all that type of stuff, but you want to be niggas don't like not being far away from their money. So if you don't like being far away from your money, then put it in a lock box in the ground, or get a giant safe or whatever. Keep the safe at somebody else's crib where you can't just, it's not readily in hand, so you just can't go and have access to it all the time, so you won't be tempted to spend it. But no matter what, 20% of your money don't exist. You put that shit away. It just boom. It just vanishes. Soon as you get it, it's just gone. You only got 80%. And you need to work with that. And that'll also teach you how to conserve. And also find deals and great, really be frugal with your money, but also teach you how to, that you don't need to spend a lot of money to enjoy things, which is what most people think. So just had to let y'all know that they trying to tell you that the gap is moving on you, but it's not. You just need to know how the situation is built and how the rules are, and you learn those rules and do them. Yo, Dexter Robinson, thank you, brother. He says, sing that spin, spin song. All I do is spin, spin. Man, I got my voice messed up over here. When my voice comes back, I do a greatest hits for you. But so moving along, make sure you get your money game up. Put that 20 aside. 20, telling you, use the 80-20 rule. That's what they do. You'll be, man, you'll see, watch your money just start to stack. So moving along, in rainbow news, and yes, we got to do rainbow news because that's called the culture war. So as long as they keep promoting, because I don't have shit. If you want to do what you want to do what you want to do. Just keep it away from me. However, when you want to promote it to the rest of the country, to the kids, I got to step in because it's a culture war. So you got to promote the other side. So, or I got to shine a spotlight on the real shit on what you're doing. So, rainbow news, NBA great. This is the headline. I'll say he's great. I'll say he's great too. NBA great, Dwayne Wade. And I'll say D Wade is definitely one of the top shooting guards of all time. The Flash, when that nigga was Flash, he was off the chain. So I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give you when you was in between the court, when you was in between the square, the rectangle, you was off the chain. You wasn't better than Kobe. Nobody was, not even Jordan, goddammit. But you was off the chain, D Wade. But you with the fuck shit now because Dwayne Wade launches Translatable, an online community supporting transformer youth. I think it's like an app. He's building an app called Translatable. Again, an online community supporting transformer youth. When you should not be feeding into this mental disability that they have, because that's what it is, because no child knows what the hell they are or what they want to do as a kid. Your brain doesn't stop developing till you're 25, and most of the niggas, not even even later. But no, these children know who they are at 13, 10, 12, 13. They know exactly who they are. And we need to affirm that this child, in this fleeting moment of thought, though he just had the thought, I'm a girl. Or as a girl, he's a boy. And we need to affirm that. Because they know they want to be that for the next 65, 70 years. They know that with all their hearts. They haven't lived a day of life yet. They ain't stepped outside the motherfucking cross the street to know what anything really is, truly is in the world. Because you got to get away from your family really to know, to start understanding life, just so you know. Got to get out there in the world, and people who don't have your back no matter what, you got to see how your energy interacts around those people. People who don't give a shit about you. People don't give a shit who the fuck you are. They'll slap the shit out of you. You look at them cross-eyed. Then you really start to formulate who you really are in the rest of the world, without the biases of your parents and your family. What do you say, Jordan, Kobe? They got money. They GOAT status. All right, okay. You can put Jordan in there, but Kobe first, baby. We doing Kobe Code first. But you can throw Jordan in there. I put Jordan over LeBron for sure. So it says, in accepting an award from the Elevate Prize Foundation, Wade shared with Zaya, or Zay, I think that was his son's actual name. Wade shared it with Zay and credited him, because it says her, but credited him. Yo, Juan Humphreys, appreciate you for the chicken shawarma donation, the cash out. Thank you, brother. But it says, and credited him with inspiring the creation of Translatable, a new online community designed to support Transformer children and their families. Wade hopes Translatable, which is funded by the Wade Family Foundation, will provide a community to support growth, mental health, nigga. The very fact that this person this young kid thinks that they're another sex is the very definition of non-mental health, a mental unhealth. What the fuck? But he wants to promote support growth, mental health, please, well-being, and that this space ignites more conversations leading to greater understanding and acceptance. He said he will use $250,000 in unrestricted funding that comes with the Elevate Prize Catalyst Award for Translatable. $250,000, Dwayne Wade, to make sure children are more confused than they already are. Good job, brother. Great job. Let me ensure that these confused kids remain confused and separated from their parents who were sent here to guide them. But no, we're going to let the world tell my child who they're supposed to be. A world that, if these children, that has to facilitate this shit. Because if your ass, if you were a man and you thought you was a girl, and you was a girl, or you a girl, you thought you was a man, and you got the sex change, but then some type of apocalypse happened where all technology stopped, your body would turn yourself back into what nature made you. Cause I appreciate you, girl, for the chicken shawarma donation. Your body would go back to what nature intended it. If there was an apocalypse and all hospitals got blown the hell up, there was no more chemicals to change you, no more surgical rooms to cut your shit off, to mutilate children. After you got the surgery, your body would turn you back. Nature would turn you back into what it created you as in the first place. So all of this, I am this and I am that and I am this, that's bullshit. Throw your ass out in the jungle somewhere and you're going to be what nature made you. Not what man made you. You're going to be what fucking nature made your ass. So Dwayne Wade is facilitating mental unhealth, mental instability in children. And I think it's because Dwayne Wade secretly harbors fruitopian tendencies. That's why he ain't probably with Gabrielle Union no more. He got a little too out there. She was like, God damn, nigga, I'm from Hollywood and we do some shit, but goddamn, because the story's word, Dwayne Wade is the one who freaked her out. He was doing the man parties and all of that shit. Just saying, that's the stories. Allegedly, it was D Wade who was the one who was the freaky nigga, not Gabrielle Union, who was in Hollywood. It was D Wade. And this nigga said he used to come up wearing his, he got all sisters, right? He said he used to come up wearing his sister's clothes and jewelry and high heels and shit. This is what he said. I ain't putting no words in his mouth. This is what this nigga said. He used to wear his sister's clothes, jewelry, and high heels and shit. So this nigga grew up in a hyper feminine household, dominated by women. Now, is it a coincidence? Is it a leap that his son comes out hyper feminine, gay, whatever the fuck they is? Apparently he ain't even gay. The motherfucker's supposed to be a girl who likes girls. Supposedly. They just feel that they're a girl, but they still like girls. I don't know how that works. So, D Wade, you're with the bullshit. He's a part of the establishment, which is why he's out there now. He's drank the Kool-Aid with the he's drinking the what is her name? Mariana Abramovich. Is that what her name? Maria Abramovich. He's drinking the Maria Abramovich Kool-Aid, and he's a part of the whole shit now. So moving along, moving along in Rainbow News, a female judge gets flambazled in a congressional hearing for placing a 6'2" rapist and child molester in prison with women because at the last minute they declared that they felt like they identified as a woman. Excuse me. This 6'2" big ass burly nigga who was raping women and kids. Big ass swole nigga. I'm 6'2". He's my size. So nigga my motherfucking size. They threw this nigga in jail with a bunch of women. I'm gonna tell you right now, you throw me in jail with a bunch of women in prison who ain't seen no D in years. What you think about to pop off? I'm about to be fucking Genghis Khan in this bitch, nigga. I'm about to be Genghis Khan around this motherfucker. I'm about to have 8 million kids in this bitch. I promise you. I'm a lesbian. Yeah, no. I identify as a lady, but I'm a lesbian, Your Honor. I sure am. I'm a lesbian. I just, I'm gonna keep it, as nostalgia, as just to remember where I came from. So I'm gonna keep my stuff. I don't need to get it cut off. I just want to have it to remember me by. So I'm gonna keep that, Your Honor. But inside, I feel like a lady. All right, well, you going over to the female jail. You sure? Are you sure, Your Honor? Yeah, you feel like a lady, right? Well, go on over to the female jail. It's good. That's what she did. That's what this lady did. Go on over to the female jail. This motherfucker go over there and get a bunch of bitches pregnant. But he's a rapist, so you put a rapist in a prison with women. Or do they not? So that's what Ted Cruz was killing her. So wait a minute. You put a 6'2" dude in a woman's prison, and he's a rapist, and you don't think that these women in this prison have a right to feel safe? And this is a woman. This is a woman doing this. That's the crazy shit. It's a woman just because she don't want to get politically smashed and canceled. So she went along with the political bullshit and threw this big ass, burly ass nigga in jail with a bunch of chicks. And Ted Cruz and them blazed her ass on Congress. I mean, they said, you ain't fit to be a judge, bitch. Get your ass up out of here, bitch. Go sell some Cheerios at the grocery store, because that's all you fit to do. You only fit to sell groceries, bitch, because you ain't no damn judge. They killed that nigga. Ted Cruz killed her ass. Shout out to Ted Cruz. You wasn't gangster when Trump talked about your wife. You bitched up then, but now he got that old girl now though. But she didn't know what to do. She was like, God damn, she felt like she was Tony Montana. She was getting riddled out there. And she didn't know what to do. That's crazy. This is what's going on. And so at some point, like we said, this is not sustainable. It just ain't. You can't sustain this type of stuff. It's against logic. It's against nature. It's against every goddamn thing that's in harmony with the universe. So ultimately, it will be destroyed. But how much destruction will it do before it gets flipped and, it gets corrected? How much damage will it do to society trying to force and push this down everybody's throat until nature just finally says, fuck this shit? Because it's already starting to turn. They said that young high school kids are trending more Republican, right? And the reason they're trending more Republican is because they see more the Republican side as more masculine. So like Andrew Tate and all these alpha males out here, these young kids are gravitating towards that. Cats like what's his name, Patrick Bet David, and all these alpha males out here teaching these cats. Even what's his name, Jordan Peterson, who's not an alpha male by any stretch of the means, but he teaches alpha masculinity. He teaches that. And so they're drawn to that. Why are they drawn to it? Because children at that age are just developing. They're just starting to develop those hormones, testosterone. And testosterone is naturally attracted to more what it is. It wants to generate, so that aggression, it's attracted to aggression. That's why the 80s were super hyper masculine. I'm gonna tell you, that's my era, goddammit. I'm so glad, because we had all the hyper masculine, Rambo and Dirty Harry and fucking what's his name? Arnold Schwarzenegger was in every goddamn thing. This nigga was crazy. We had the hyper masculinity because little boys need to see that, because their energy is building up inside of them and they have to get it out somehow. It'll come out some type of way. Masculine energy will manifest itself in some type of way. Either constructively, you build some type of system for them to get it out constructively, which is what sports is about, because they used to send little kids to war. They used to take that energy and send your ass to war. But because we don't believe in war anymore, we're not supposed to, then we create these systems that mimic war. That's what sports do, just so y'all know. Sports mimics war, everybody. That's really what it is. You capturing somebody else's ground. When you're in basketball, it's the goal, that's somebody else's land. When it's the end zone in football, it's somebody else's land. When it's the goal in soccer, it's somebody else's land. It's an army going and trying to invade and capture someone else's territory. It's war. So that's a natural way in creating these systems. It's a natural way for children, young boys, to get this testosterone out because they're just starting to develop. Test that, what do you say, testosterone in the testicles. Starting to generate. When you start to be attracted to women. That's why, because the testicles are drumming up that testosterone in there. And you are naturally attracted to women sexually, but young boys are drawn to aggressive things on the masculine side. Climbing trees, jumping off buildings, fighting, wrestling, talking shit, smashing on each other, shit that women would never fucking do. We can talk shit about each other for hours. Fuck you, bitch ass nigga. Oh, you hoe ass motherfucker. But we talk crazy to each other. Y'all ain't never been around a bunch of dudes. Men talk crazy to each other. Bitch ass motherfucker over there, nigga. Yo, bitch ass nigga, I slept shut at you, nigga. And we do all that shit. And we like, all right, damn, my nigga, I'll holler at you later. All right, cuz. Hey, next week, my nigga. All right, for sure, my nigga. That's how we get down. That's how we get down. And so young boys are starting to trend what they see as Republican because it's masculine, because the right, or the left side is pushing that hyper feminine shit. And they're not attracted to it. So as your testosterone is building, the child is just naturally attracted to masculine shit, aggressive shit. So shout out again to Ted Cruz for smashing on that bitch. Because then, moving along, a Transformer Oregon high school runner is booed by the crowd as they said she, but he crossed the finish line and won the girls' 200-meter state title. The 200-meter state title. You the fastest girl in the state, right? As a transformer. They says a transgender teen athlete was booed as he was crowned state champion of the Oregon girls 6A 200-meter race. So the parents was like, boo, motherfucker, boo, nigga. Fuck you, bitch, boo. The parents was going off. Now, should the parents have booed? Should the parents have booed? This is a child. The child is just confused and trying to live life. They don't know what the fuck is going on. It's the parent who's facilitating this confused state of mind for the child. You don't boo a child, y'all. I'm just going to say it's fact. You do not boo a child. That's some fucked up shit. If you boo a child, you're a fucked up person. That child doesn't know anything. You give the child guidance. You give them understanding. You don't boo a child. You're supposed to give them direction. So those parents who booed that child, I understand they trying to cape for their children, which is rightfully so, but you don't boo the child. You go boo the school who allowed this shit to happen. You go boo the facilitators, the adults who are facilitating this shit. You don't boo a child and ruin that child's confidence and character for who knows how long. That could be for the rest of their life. So that's fucked up for those parents to boo that kid. Even though we talk about all this transformer shit, you don't boo a child. Again, I'm for the kids. You protect children. You don't boo children. And if you boo the child because the child is just confused and doesn't understand what the fuck is going on, and their parents won't give them any goddamn guidance, and they're being corrupted by the woke ass red-haired, purple-haired, green-haired, blue-haired motherfuckers at school, you don't do that. So I had to say that, man. That was jacked up that they booed that kid, even though the kid should be performing in biologically male events, events that's geared towards biologically male. So, I just thought that was fucked up for the kid to hear them boos And it was pretty much the school, all the adults' fault who got that child in that position. So moving along, in the science and the weird, they said the bird flu has jumped to human again. So again, the bird flu jumps from human, to human from cow for a second time in the U.S. So remember, the first time it happened was in Texas. So then this one was in, where was this? I think Oregon somewhere. So I'm gonna read the story in a second. Oh, Michigan. This one was in Michigan. Transcendental. Thank you, brother. Plus, it was the Reagan era too, which is highly viewed today as very masculine. Hell yeah. Hey, I'm telling you, that's where all the heroes came from back then. That's when you had my greatest hero that was on TV back then, Hawk from Spencer for Hire. Tell you right now, was no nigga on TV better than Hawk than on Spencer for Hire. Y'all better understand. Spencer. That nigga was a gangster. He was a full-blown pimp. Well, he wasn't a real pimp, but he was a bodyguard who didn't take no shit from no Caucasians. Nigga carried a 357 Magnum, drove around in a badass brand new BMW, wore his pimp-ass leather pimp coat, but he wasn't a pimp, and he was conscious. Nigga was smart as shit, wore his kufi, broke off all the shit about black strife and African. Man, he was off the chain. And if you call him a nigga, he'd kill your ass. And he would call him Whitey and nigga, shout out to Hawk. That was super masculine nigga right there, boy. Shout out to Hawk. Avery Brooks, love you, my nigga. Modeled my whole shit after you. My whole shit, my goatee. Even had a BMW like Hawk. Cause I was trying to be like Hawk, goddammit. He was pimp like motherfucker. So, yeah, 80s was hyper masculine as hell. Love the 80s. Cause right now we in fucking Fruitopia like a motherfucker. Shit. I could have never came up in this era. Shit, I'm too aggressive. So back to the bird flu. So they said a second case of bird flu has been found in a human. So just so you know, they said they found one in somebody in Australia too. See how they trying to ramp it up? 2 in America, 1 in Australia. It's about to start going. Hold on. So, these allergies is crazy. So it says, a second case of bird flu has been found in a human. U.S. health authorities announced Wednesday, less than 2 months after the first one, as an outbreak, less than 2 months after the first one, as an outbreak of the disease circulated widely amongst dairy cows. Because then they just said they found some more in cow milk this week. So they found it jumped from a human, it jumped from cow to human again for the second time. Then they found more of it in cow's milk, because they found some in cow's milk before that affected the cats, remember? Cats got affected from the bird flu because they drank some cow milk. Excuse me. Now they said more is in cow milk. Even if they heat it, it still doesn't kill it. So now it's in 2. They found it in 2 different people. Then it says both individuals infected with the virus called H5N1, the first in Texas, the second in Michigan, were dairy farm workers who suffered only minor symptoms, is what they said, and have recovered. But they're trying to scare you with this shit. So they said they suffered minor symptoms, but now they want you to know that it can jump from a cow, from an animal to a human. Then it says, despite the second infection, the U.S., the CD, the cat. Yo, Dexter Robinson, thank you, brother. Says, what's the correlation between the bird flu and the people who got the special sauce. Yeah. Who got the cupcake. Yes, and it's ramping up all of these things. Cancers, all this shit has been ramping up because of the cupcake. So now again, this is it's a different one. So, you know, SARS is different than the H5N1. So there's different viral strains. So they can't really conflate the two. But people are asking, did people start getting this because they took the cupcake? And this is a byproduct of them taking the cupcake. We can only speculate. But it says they were dairy farmers. Despite the second infection, the cat dog cat said its risk assessment for the general public remained low, but did suggest to expect more cases. So they say there's going to be more bird flu cases. So again, this is called slow implementation. You better get your damn exemption card before they do a full-blown PANDEEZY. Now, why do you think they keep doing this? Remember, they got about 4 more months to the election. They got 4 months. So they got what? June, July, August, September. 4 months, because it's at the beginning of November. So we got 4 months, y'all, to this election. And Trump is drawing crazy crowds in the Bronx. They see the writing on the wall. They like, this nigga Biden, there's no way Biden can win unless we implement some type of bullshit again. We have to do the bullshit scam one more time. We got to implement the bullshit scam. We just got to do it. We got to do it. So the closest thing they got is the bird flickety flu. The bird flickety. So that's the scam. This is what I see. This is for the election. Because they cannot have Trump take office. I mean, they trying to take this nigga out so bad that when they raided his apartment, I mean, not his apartment, but when they raided Mar-a-Lago to get the documents, because, you know, for the document case, right? They raided Mar-a-Lago, and the order that the Secret Service, not the Secret Service, but the FBI, they had an order to kill that nigga if he resisted. There was a kill order in the raid on Trump's Mar-a-Lago. Basically, if anybody gave them resistance, they had an order to kill. They were trying to assassinate that nigga. That's fucking crazy. Luckily, the nigga wasn't there. But that's some insane shit that you put a kill order for an ex-president on some documents? Some supposedly unclassified or classified documents the nigga had? It ain't like you going raiding this nigga house for fucking 100 keys of coke. Or a motherfucking stockpiled weapons, some bazookas and shit. He got nuclear weapons under there. They raiding this nigga house for papers and said they had a right to kill this nigga if he resisted. That is Biden blatantly using the DOJ to try to take out a nigga. Blatant shit. But we just supposed to look the other way and say, no, nothing to see here. I'm just in it, not of it. I'm just in it, not of it. Nothing's gonna happen to me. Everything is happening around me. Everything is gonna bypass me, go over me, around me, and through me. And I'm not in it. I'm just in it, not of it. So that's how niggas act. Nothing's supposed to happen to us, right? We just watch all this shit go on forever and ever and ever, and nothing is gonna happen to us. But they trying to kill the fucking president because they know what this nigga's gonna do when he gets back. He said Trump and Diddy were friends. I don't know. I don't think so. Trump got a real, man, the reports about Trump is this nigga has Like, he has like a, he may, most people may think he's like immoral, but he actually has like a line he won't cross. He has a line he won't cross, and it's children. It's great. Trump has a line he won't cross. He will not do children. If you know what I'm saying? Under a certain age, he won't do that. He don't allow them at his clubs. Like Epstein tried to show up with some of them. He kicked that nigga out. He said, "Get the fuck out of here, man. You can't bring them in here." This is what I'm saying. So if Trump was like that, they would have been had that on Trump. If he was really like that, they would have been put him out there like that. But they don't got nothing on him. So the best thing they could do to get him is paperwork, or you bribed a porn star or some shit. So yeah, you know, it was known about what Diddy was doing. So I don't think Trump partied with him, because Trump has a thing where he doesn't fuck around with people who do that. So, just saying, you know, you can say all the shit about you want about him, but he has a certain moral line or code that he won't go past. And I fuck with that, Trump. That's what I'm talking about. So, you know, just keep watch out for what's going on. They're going to try to steal this election again in the next 4 months with that PANDEEZY bullshit. But we already hip to the game. So even if they pull it, don't stay in the house. The way you do that, whatever they say, just don't do whatever they say is going to go down. You do the opposite. That's how that works. Whatever they say, you do the opposite of that. So moving along, remember I talked about Matt Walsh last week saying that when the colonizers got over here, there was nothing over here, just empty land. Just forest, as far as the eye can see. All of it. Old man Peabody owned all of this. But just pine trees as far as the eye can see. That's from Back to the Future. If y'all probably don't know that scene. That's from Back to the Future. But pine trees as far as the eye can see. And there was nobody around, right? Nobody. So they was able to come over and take the land. We just take the land. How dare you? You suspected the land just supposed to just stay there and no one was supposed to take the land? Like, nigga, it was somebody's land. Just because they weren't occupying it at the time don't mean it wasn't somebody's land. Now, I'll say this. The Native Americans didn't believe in land ownership. Just so we're clear. The Aboriginals, let's say Native Americans, but the Aboriginals don't believe in land ownership. They believe in land custodianship. You are caretakers of the land. The land is alive. It's the mother. It's alive. So you can't own something that's alive like that. That's been here before you and that will be here after you. That's older than you. So Aboriginals believed in being caretakers. That's when the colonizers came over here. They were cool, happy, sharing shit with them. Nigga, this is how you farm for corn. This is how you do this over here. This is how you build shelter over here. This is how you get out of the rain. They was teaching them every goddamn thing. Teaching them how to use the land. Why? Because they didn't believe in land ownership. They believe in custodianship. And if somebody came to the land, they was able to share the land. So that's the way the Aboriginals thought. But the way he talked about it was, that there was just no land and they were just able to come over here and take the land because it was uninhabited, right? So then I talked about how they found 23,000-year-old footprints. This was last week in New Mexico. They found 23,000-year-old footprints in New Mexico, right? That just said, hey, that just threw everything off by a few thousand years, right? They said, because supposedly the first inhabitants came over here about 15,000 years ago. But now they found 23,000-year-old footprints. But that just threw that whole shit off. Because the Lenni Lenape said they've been over here forever. Right? Lenni Lenape means we the people, we the first people, or we the original people. That's what Lenni Lenape means. We the original people. And they're melanated. They're brothers. They're my people. I'm Cherokee and Lenape. So they say they've been here. So that they've been here, right? So now, along with the 23,000-year-old footprints, ancient tools were found in Maryland. So ancient tools found in Maryland, in a Maryland show, excuse me, or ancient tools found in Maryland show the first humans came to America 7,000 years earlier than previously thought, science claims. So that kind of lines up with those footprints, right? That kind of lines up with the footprints. So if you take the Lenape, 15,000 years, you add 7,000 years to that, that's like 22,000 years, right? 22,000, 23,000 years. So same thing. Same, matching up around the same time. So it says, while the discoveries in Maryland would push the timeline back, other evidence in New Mexico dates the first human, other evidence in New Mexico dates the first human appears to be 2,100 and 23,000 years ago, between 2,100 and 23,000 years ago. And we already talked about how there's tools that were found in America that are 100,000 years old that show these were tools that were used to kill animals or debone meat, which showed it had to be humans, an intelligent human. Maybe it was aliens. It didn't necessarily have to be humans, but we're going to say it was humans, right? So, but, you got to have somebody, able to eat meat, to use tools to debone, to kill animals and debone meat, right? So that's 100,000 years old, 100,000 years ago. They found these tools are 100,000 years old. So we're starting to see that America is far older than everybody think. Now, we all know, if you've been studying, we know this is Atlantis, this is Mu, this is Lemuria. These are all the super civilizations that came before the Anunnaki had to destroy everything, because all the experiments they were committing, they had a bunch of experiments they was working on, fucking combining a bear with a sheep and shit, combining a fucking moose with a penguin and shit. They was go look at them experiments at Göbekli Tepe. Go Göbekli Tepe. That was the experiments these niggas was doing before they made humans. You remember they didn't just create humans and humans just popped up on the first damn experiment. Nah, they had to do a whole bunch of experiments with a whole bunch of animals and shit to see if they could combine shit. So when you see a fucking crab with a fucking goose head and shit, that's what was going on. These motherfucking Anunnaki scientists, they was doing some crazy shit. The island of Dr. Moreau. They was combining shit, nigga. They were like, nigga, hey, nigga, give me that motherfucking, give me that zebra over there. Hey, you give me that zebra over there. Hey, my nigga, bring me an alligator. Yeah. Yeah, nigga, it's gonna be a zebra gator. We're gonna create the first zebra gator in the history of the world, nigga. They're like, nigga, what? A zebra gator? Yeah, nigga, it's gonna be off the fucking chain. Tell you, nigga, zebra gator shoes for everybody. And then they created so much of these motherfucking crazy ass animals rolling around here on the planet, they had to flood the earth and kill them all. So this is the story. They had to flood the earth and kill all these goddamn animals and then start new with their creation, which was the human, which is us. That's the not human, the human. H-U-M-I-M, the human. And that was, or the Adama, the person fashioned from the ground and infused with their DNA. And so we were the new motherfuckers after they got the experiments right and they created a fucking zebra gator. And I want to see that shit. I want to see a zebra gator. What did somebody say? A gatbra? You said a gatbra? Nah, that don't work. That's cool, but zebra gator. I'm gonna use zebra gator. A zebrata. That don't even work either. I'm gonna use zebra gator. But so that's what happened. So we've been here a long ass time. The Anunnaki's been here a long ass time, creating fashion and shit, creating experiments. And some of them experiments didn't go right, so they had to wipe them out. Fucking explain the platypus. Thank you. The platypus is literally a goddamn experiment. It's a goddamn duck and a fucking beaver or some shit put together. Tell me a platypus is not an experiment made in the fucking lab. Come on. Thank you. Who said that shit? Who said explain? That was Stephen Williams. Exactly, Stephen Williams. Explain the goddamn platypus, somebody. That motherfucker was made on the goddamn Anunnaki spaceship for sure. That motherfucker walking around here with a goddamn bill on his fucking shit, but he walking upright like, like, nigga, what the fuck are you? What in the fuck is that? So, yeah, that's one of them things. That survived. That motherfucker survived the flood. See, they flooded the earth. That was one of them animals that was able to survive. So, that's just crazy right there. They said the team uncovered tools jammed into sediment, which they dated to uncover. Wait a minute. Yeah, which they dated to uncover when the artifacts were made. The tools were found in dates to the last glacial, the tools were found in dates to the last glacial maximum, the most recent coldest period of the Ice Age. Now remember, did y'all go look up the London Hammer? Did y'all go look at the London Hammer? That's a petrified hammer, but it's a human hammer that's fucking way older than any humans on this landmass should have been able to, you know, far older, like thousands of years older than a human on this landmass. You know how long a fucking item has to be in existence to petrify? That shit is crazy. But it's a human hammer. But it's called the London Hammer. Go look that up. But it's found in America. It's London Hammer, but it's found in America. So they know what this land is. And now they slowly releasing increments of information on how old this landmass is, North America, I'm talking about, and how old the people who have been here far beyond Columbus or before Columbus, Amerigos Vespucci, because America didn't get its name from Amerigos Vespucci. They'll ride with that bullshit forever. Yo, Ricky Snow, appreciate you. Ricky! Appreciate you, Ricky. That's for, y'all know where that's from. Ricky! Appreciate you, bro. So we know what it is. We know how old America is. And if you're from this landmass, you're probably indigenous or aboriginal to this landmass. So moving along, last thing I got into science and the weird is homeboy Merlin Morgan Spurlock. Did y'all see the dude Morgan Spurlock who created Super Size Me? Did anybody ever watch Super Size Me? That documentary that broke down how evil McDonald's is, how terrible McDonald's food is for you? If y'all haven't seen it, you damn sure should see it. It's about 20 years old at this point. But if you haven't seen it, you should see it, man. Because the dude, it was his first documentary. He basically took 30 days. He went and ate at McDonald's and only ate McDonald's for 30 goddamn days to see the health effects it would have. And that nigga gained like 25, 30 pounds. And his whole health, his spleen and everything was just going out of whack. The doctor said, nigga, you killing yourself. And he was only eating McDonald's. Crazy, right? This nigga died yesterday. Or the day before yesterday. He kicked the bucket. Morgan Spurlock, he died. I like that dude, man. He made some good documentaries. He made good TV shows. He would break down the establishment, the bullshit behind the establishment. So, man, and, I had a sort of a connection to him because my ex-girlfriend used to do his wife's hair. So when he came out with Super Size Me, they were doing press junkets for the movie, right? So my ex-girlfriend, she was newly into doing celebrity hair. She was working for a company that did celeb hair. And so the production company for the movie hired my ex-girlfriend's hair company. And she was the one who went and did their hair. She did both of their hair for the press junkets. So had a little connection to him. So, you know, everywhere they went, she was hooking up the hair. And so he was a cool cat. And just hate to see it, man, because he said he died of cancer. Like, this nigga died of cancer. Now, his wife, or his ex-wife, because he broke up with her about a while ago, but his ex-wife was a vegan, holistic vegan chef. So she kept that nigga healthy. Now, I'm starting to think, you got away from her, you got into the limelight, and you got away from her and started eating fuck shit, and did that fuck up your body? Or did you take the cupcake? Because 53 is way too goddamn old to be kicking the bucket of some cancer, especially when he was with that girl and he ate well for most of the time he was married to her. He ate vegan, he ate well. He wasn't eating no sugar, no crap shit. So was it the McDonald's that overloaded his system and did it in the 30 days? Because if they did, goddamn, did McDonald's do that shit to his ass in 30 days? And it just stayed with him? And then he got away from his girl and stopped eating right and start eating fuck shit and kept feeding the cancer. Because that's what you can do. You start getting cancerous growth and shit. If you don't eat right, you feed the cancer. And it just grows and grows and grows. Which is why next week you about to see me go on my cleanse because I can't eat shawarma for the rest of my life. Can't keep eating shawarma. Got to cool off on the shawarma sometime. Because, you know, just in case. Got to cool all these fires down. This inflammation. That's what all it is inflammation, everybody. Cancer and all the diseases in your body it's only inflammation caused by mostly sugar and then meat. And so body breaking down the meat produces it to mucus, causing inflammation in the body. So you got to go off of it sometime. Every now and then you got to balance that shit out. So I don't know if because he got away from his girl, she was real cool people too, man. You know, so I don't know if he got away from her and he just started eating bullshit because he got famous. He became a millionaire and he was able to eat anything he want. After that supersized him, that nigga made millions. And so he just became, he just probably started downing a bunch of bullshit. So it was either that or a combination of that plus the cupcake super sped what was going on, the growth that was going on in his body or something. But whatever it was, man, he was a dope ass documentary maker, man. He was really out. He was out there. One of the good ones, like Michael Moore. But shout out to Morgan Spurlock, and Super Size Me because that changed the world. That opened everybody's eyes to the bullshit that McDonald's was. And you can leave a McDonald's hamburger in your damn pocket for 25 years and come back. And that shit is perfectly, it looked like it the day it came off the goddamn, the day you unwrapped it. There's an old lady, go Google that right now. There's an old lady who left a McDonald's cheeseburger, in her pocket, in her coat pocket, in the closet for 25 years. Y'all. 25 years. She goes in the closet, she pulls it out, and she unwraps that shit, and it looked exactly like a brand new fucking burger. It looked just like a brand new fucking burger. You know what that means? That means whatever bacteria, mold, viruses, that shit was so disgusting to bacteria, mold, viruses. All of them motherfuckers said, fuck that shit, nigga. Nigga, what the fuck is this? The bacteria and all them motherfuckers came to eat it. They were like, oh, oh, nigga, let's get away from this bitch. What the fuck is this shit? This is some alien shit. Bacteria didn't want it. Nigga, you know how fucked up you gotta be for bacteria not to fucking want your ass? That's crazy shit. So YouTube that video, that lady pulling that burger out of her pocket after 25 years. Shit's crazy. Fries, the French fries look exactly the same. That's why you should never eat them fucking fries. Them fries, man, just so y'all know, side note, them fries, those potatoes, the chemical that they use on the potatoes, the pesticide they use on the potatoes is so strong that after they use the pesticide, the farmer can't go near the crop for 6 weeks. 6 goddamn weeks. The farmer can't go near the crop for 6 weeks. Then, after they harvest the crop, they put it in a silo, in a vegetable silo, right? So it airs out, right? This big metal thing container. Then you can't go in that motherfucker for 5 more weeks. 6 weeks you can't go on the farm that you just sprayed. Then after you harvest them, put them in the silo, you can't go in the silo for 5 weeks. Y'all better stop eating them damn fries, even though they good as fuck. They the best fries in the universe. Yo, the oddest TV boy, appreciate you. If you want a good vegan brand, look up Jack and Annie's, okay? It's not soy or wheat protein, just jackfruit. Okay, all right. Jack and Annie's. Chicken Philly cheesesteak, etc. Hold on. It's non-GMO and organic. I highly recommend. All right, jackfruit. All right, I'm gonna mess with it this month of cleanse. Appreciate that one. Good looking out on the tip. It's called Jack and Annie's. Okay, I got you. But don't eat them fries. God damn it, they're the best fries in the universe. But if you can't go near the fries for fucking 11 weeks after they're sprayed. You can't go around, a human cannot go around the fucking fries for 11 weeks. That means that is death incarnate. Do not fuck with them fries. So moving along, last couple things. In nigga news, your boy Puffy came out, I'm sorry. I have sinned against you. he did the Jimmy Swagger shit. I'm sorry. I'm sinned against you. He didn't cry though. He didn't do the tears. He looked like he was trying to make himself cry or some shit. Or like he was trying to do the show, like he was trying to do the video, like right after he cried and shit. Nigga face is puffy as fuck. That was Puffy. That's what was Puffy. This nigga face is puffy than a motherfucker. I guess he tried to act like he was crying and shit. This motherfucker came out, I'm so sorry. There are no excuses. I'm not asking for forgiveness. Like, nigga, you damn know right. You ain't asking for no. Ain't nobody gonna forgive you, nigga. Ain't nobody worried about your bitch ass, nigga. You are evil, nigga. What you did to her, nigga, showed that was just what we saw. That's just what we saw. Nigga, the other shit, who knows what else you was doing to that girl, nigga? But this nigga come out, you know the fucked up thing? In the video, he did not say, I'm sorry, Cassie, one time. He did not, he apologized to all of us, which we don't give a shit, nigga, because you didn't smack none of us up. You supposed to be apologizing to Cassie. Where was that? I'm sorry, Cassie. I guess he paid her $30 million. That was his sorry. He was like, fuck you, bitch. My $30 million said I'm sorry. I wrote I'm sorry on every one of them damn bills, bitch. That's enough sorries. But he didn't say sorry to Cassie, though, right? So everybody's like, nigga, you full of shit. Because if you was really sorry, you would have said sorry to Cassie. Like, nigga, nah, nigga, you trying to save face, trying to be able to go outside again. Next time y'all gonna see Puffy, Puffy gonna be bald head, and he gonna let all his whole gray beard grow out. Because you know that's all color, right? So this nigga he gonna go straight bald, and he gonna grow a big ass hacksaw Jim Duggan beard on these fucking lumberjack. Well, he's gonna let it grow white. He can't be able to color it. Because then that's gonna be the total opposite of what Puffy actually looked like. That's the only way he gonna be able to step outside. That's the only way he gonna be able to step outside. He said, did I see the Cameron interview? No, I didn't see the Cameron interview. I gotta check that out. But there's a caveat. There's a twist to this. There was somebody who came out and said, hold up. Hold up. It was Kodak Black. Damn. So Kodak Black, he came out, he said, according to Kodak Black's lawyer, Cassie was in on the whole trafficking and shit with Puffy. She was in on that shit. On the whole sexual debauchery shit. She wasn't forced. She was a willing participant, not a victim. So she was in the shit for 10 years. So at some point in time, she had to give her consent to the shit. After 10 years of doing it, you gonna tell me you didn't like none of it ever? You were totally appalled by it every time, all 10 years? You were appalled by every goddamn thing. I don't know about that, Cassie. Don't quite know about that, Cassie. So again, it's you saying Stockholm syndrome. Okay, well, she was 19 when he first got her or whatever. And you can definitely indoctrinate and groom a 19-year-old who is enamored with status and prestige and, you know, and money. You can do that. But at some point in time, that person becomes an adult and says, hey, that's some fuck shit. No, hey, why is a bunch of little kids rolling around this motherfucker? Hey, hey. At some point in time, you're supposed to go, hey. Y'all need to be doing that in your own life, too. You see the fuck shit, don't be fucking around. You go, hey, motherfucker, hold the fuck up. You need to do that in your real life. Y'all ain't doing it in your real life, you fucking up. You do that. Put them 2 fingers out. Them fucking Sealy hands. I'm gonna put a root on you fingers. Hey, you motherfucker. Hey, motherfucker. Till you do right by me, everything you think about gonna fail. You put the Sealy fingers on them. So apparently Kodak Black said, or Kodak Black's lawyer, let me be correct. Kodak Black didn't say it, but through his lawyer, allegedly, said Cassie was in on the whole shit. Now, would Kodak Black know? I think he's probably been to a few Puffy parties. I bet you Kodak Black been to a few Puffy parties. So I'm just gonna say Kodak Black might know what he's talking about. That's all I'm gonna say. And so this is the funny thing though. Where was Puffy, y'all, in the damn video? Because it didn't look like he was in America. That motherfucker had some nice ass palm trees and shit. All fucking cockatoo, fucking exotic parrots and shit. Nigga behind him and shit. Where the fuck was Puffy in this damn video? This nigga didn't seem like he was in America. He might be where what's his name? Russell Simmons at. That nigga might be where Russell Simmons is because he didn't look like. He looked like, I'm sorry, Cassie, way over here in Bali where they have no extradition treaty. I'm so sorry, everybody. You never ain't gonna see me no more. Unless I'm bald-headed in a full white beard. I got this white, get my Gandalf. You gonna see that nigga, he gonna be bald-headed with a Gandalf beard. That's the only way he can walk through America now. Because that nigga is ruined. Do you understand? That nigga Puffy is ruined. He is ruined. Canceled. Whatever you want to call it. That nigga done dada. So the last thing, we got moving along, last thing I got. So again, fuck Puffy. But last thing we got in police stop law lessons. So I teach you guys, I was teaching you guys a lot about something called search incident to arrest versus something called a protective search. And then there's another type of search that police officers are also allowed to do to you. So I'm teaching you guys about the different searches so you don't get your rights violated when Popo snatch you up, pull you over or whatever. So search incident to arrest. What is a search incident to arrest? Excuse me. So most of the time when you get pulled over by the police and they drum up some bullshit, some probable cause on you, and they'll say, we smell marijuana or something like that. Or even, but that's enough to take you out of the car. That's not necessarily enough to arrest you yet. But say they found some type of, reason to arrest you. They found some type of probable cause to arrest you. So what happens is they'll tell you that we're going to search your car before we take you to jail, right? So there's two ways they search your car. One of them is called an inventory search, right? They say we have to search your car because it's an inventory search. Now, basically, they search your car so that they make sure whatever's in your car, this is an inventory search. They search your car to make sure that whatever's in the car is still in the car so that you don't come back later after you get your car and say, well, I had this, and this in the car, and then it was stolen, and then you get to sue the police department. So they do an inventory search of everything you had in your car, archive it. So they say, here, this is what everything we found in the car, right? So now, just so you know, an inventory search, though, they don't just get to do that. An inventory search has to line up with their police policy on searches. They have a certain procedural page, things that they're supposed to go to, checklists that they're supposed to do in an inventory search. So you can go ask for that because it's public information, and then you can see if they went down there, and if they didn't follow the inventory search checklist properly, they violated your constitutional rights. You can go and sue them for that. That's the simple one, inventory search. After they've arrested you, they impound your car and they say, we're going to search it. That's the way also for them to get around a warrant, right? So then if they search in your car and they find some contraband, then they add charges to you. So it's a way for them to get around a warrant, So it's a warrantless search. So now, another thing, search incident to arrest. So they'll say, okay, well, after we arrest you, we get to search your car because it's a search incident to arrest. Now, they don't even know what it means. They'll just say it. Now, it's very important that you know what search incident to arrest means. Also, what a protective search is. So we're going to have to break those two things down. So when a police officer pulls you over, and before they even get out of their car, if they see you reaching for something, like you may be reaching for your registration, your driver's license or whatever, you may be reaching in the glove compartment. And if they see you do that, they see you reaching around for something, that movement is called furtive movement. I've talked about this before. Furtive movement, F-U-R-T-I-V-E, furtive movement. Furtive movement allows a police officer to search your car for weapons. Because now your movement has subjectively put the police officer's life in danger. And so now they can say, well, we don't know if you were stashing a weapon. So they can now come to your car and search your car on a protective search, meaning to protect the officer's safety. Then we need to search your car to see if you stashed a weapon. So don't move around. When you get pulled over by the police officer, don't move the fuck around and be doing all this and that type of shit. Because they're going to tell you it's furtive movement, right? And they're going to just search your car. They're going to be able to search your car. Now they're not supposed to be able to search it for drugs. It's only weapons because it's a protective search. They're not in danger of getting injured by drugs. They're only in danger of getting injured by weapons, right? So that's the only thing they're supposed to be able to search for. So that's a protective search. That's furtive movement. So when you get pulled over, do not move around in the car. You understand? Very fucking important that you remember that shit. Keep your ass still. Wait till they get to your car and wait till they ask you questions and then you start moving around. Because the rule is when they teach you, when the police officer pull you over, turn your light on, turn your window down, reach and get your registration and all that. Don't do none of that shit. That's the talk. That's the bullshit coon talk that they try to tell you that you want to make you comply with police officers. No, that's coon talk. That movement, they will interpret it as furtive movement, or even if they don't believe you're dangerous, they will still say it's furtive movement so that they can search your car. They'll just use it as an excuse. So then that's a protective search, right? So then a search incident to arrest is when they arrest you and they'll say, well, they arrest you for, you know, whatever it is. They'll pull you over. They'll arrest you for maybe gun possession, or, you know, suspicion of gun possession, or, you know, suspicion of drugs or something like that, right? So they'll say search incident to arrest. Now, if they arrest you for suspicion of drugs, right, then they can search your car for what? Drugs that will corroborate the reason that they've arrested you. Now, before they search the car, they already have to have probable cause, which means some type of evidence that you've already committed that crime. They can't arrest you without probable cause, right? So they've already obtained probable cause to arrest you. So now that they've arrested you, they say, oh, now we get to do a search incident to the arrest, meaning that we can find more evidence to corroborate the reason why we arrested you in the first place, meaning we're looking for more drugs, right? Now, this is the thing. If they've already placed you in the car, if they've put you if they've secured you and got you in handcuffs, placed you in the police car, or moved you away from your own vehicle, then they cannot do a search incident to arrest, because the law states. So these are the cases, just so you know. So this is Arizona versus Gant. So Arizona, G-A-N-T, Arizona versus Gant says if the suspect is secured, has been placed and secure, then the officer is not allowed to search the vehicle on a search incident to arrest. You can't search the place or the vehicle because the person has been secured. So basically they said, because there was a case that came before it and says it was New York versus Belton, that says they can search the passenger area. They can search the immediate area where the driver is and the passenger area for weapons and stuff like that. That stuff that can be a danger to the police officer, right? So Arizona versus Gant came in and they wiped that out. Not wiped it out completely, but amended it and said, well, no, they can't do that. They can only do that if the person is in the vicinity of the car. If the person has been removed from the vicinity of the car, then you can't search the car anymore, right? So very important why you should know your rights. If you've been taken away from an area, police can't search your car, but they'll tell you, you know, before we take you into the precinct, we're going to do a search incident to arrest. Now, what does search incident to arrest mean? It means pertaining to, or what's the other term? Regarding. So that's not the necessary word. So what's the word? What's the word I'm looking for? A search that's relevant. The search is relevant to why they arrested you. That's what that's what search incidents to arrest means. So give you an example, why a search they can't do. If they say that they arrested you for not wanting to show your ID. Give you an example. So say they pull you over and you say, I'm not going to give you my ID, right? And they pull you out of the car and they get your ID. For some reason, they've obtained your ID and they still arrest you, right? For say they arrest you for obstruction, because they'll try to say that, well, you didn't give me your ID, you obstructed justice, right? That was obstruction of justice. So we're going to arrest you on obstruction. Now, if they've arrested you and they've already obtained your ID from your arrest, they can't search your car on search incident to arrest, meaning search that's relevant to the reason they arrested you, because the only reason they arrested you was because you didn't show ID. They've obtained your ID by arresting you in the first place, which means they cannot go in your car and look for anything that's relevant to the arrest, because they already have the evidence that's relevant to the reason they arrested you in the first place. They already have that evidence. So they can't go looking for more evidence inside the car. So it's very important that you guys know that. Now, that's again, search incident to arrest, meaning search that's relevant to the reason they arrested you, meaning to corroborate the reason why they arrested you. And then protective search, a search that they can search for weapons based off of movement, what they call nervous movement that you do in the car before they get there. Very important. Then there's another search that they can do. Now this is on a pat down. So this is from the case Minnesota versus Dickerson, 1993. That said, if a police officer can make out some type of bulge that might be contraband. So basically, if they pat you down, right? So taking you back to a pat down. A police officer is only allowed to pat you down if they suspect you of having a weapon and you're dangerous with the weapon. You're potentially dangerous. I mean, you have to be aggressive. You have to have brandished the weapon, meaning take the weapon out or some type of shit. That's the only reason that they can pat you down for weapons, because weapons are legal. You're allowed to have weapons. So they need to prove that you're dangerous with the weapon before they're able to pat you down, right? So they have to be able to see some type of bulge in your body. And then again, you have to be aggressive, being crazy with the police officer, physically, intimidating to the police officer. I mean, you won't stand still. You're moving the police officer. You touch the police officer, some shit like that. Then that's when they can search you or pat you down for weapons. They can only then pat you down where they suspect your weapon is. They can't pat you everywhere. When you see a police officer patting you down everywhere, they're not allowed to do that. They're only supposed to be able to pat you down where they suspect the weapon is. Only there, right? So now, while they're patting you down, this Minnesota v. Dickerson says, while they're patting you down, if they feel something that may be contraband based off of their experience, being a police officer. So if they feel like a sack of weed or a vial of crack or cocaine or anything and they feel that, they can then go in your pocket and get that. Because just so you know, police officers aren't supposed to be able to go in your pocket unless they arrest you or they have probable cause to believe you have some type of weapon. Or probable cause is much different than reasonable suspicion. Probable cause means some type of evidence that you have violated a crime. Reasonable suspicion means they only suspect you. They need much more to be able to go in your pocket than reasonable suspicion. So this says that this Minnesota versus Dickerson says, now, if at any point in time while they're patting you down, you've given them the reason to be able to pat you down, and they felt up and they feel weed or some type of shit like that on your body, they can reach in your pocket without a warrant, because they're supposed to have a warrant to go in your pocket. That's Fourth Amendment. But this case says they can do that. So I just want y'all to be aware. So these are things that you need to be aware of. When you say, oh, well, you reach into my pocket and you don't got a warrant to do that. Well, some cases allow them to do that if they feel you got weed or some type of contraband in your pocket. They can then go in your pocket without a warrant and search for that. So again, you guys have to know this law shit. Trump is about to come in and start smashing on you. Do you see how I'm able to talk so fluidly on the law like that? Just bringing up cases and cases, boom, back and forth. Boom, 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 boom. The reason they're able to search you when they arrest you, they're able to search you. The reason they're able to go in your pockets when they arrest you was a case called Kimmel v. California. Kimmel versus California. That's Chimmel. You may call it Chimmel. That's Chimel. Chimmel versus California. And that one says that they're able to search the area within your vicinity that you may hide a weapon. That's why police officers are able to go in your pockets upon arrest, is because the Supreme Court said in Kimmel versus California, they can search any area around you that you may stash a weapon that may be, detrimental to the police officer's safety. So these are cases. See how I'm able to roll this off like this? You guys need to be able to do this. Talk like this. If a police officer hears you talking like that, you think what's the chances of them messing with you? If they hear you running off cases and what's in the case and what they can do and the parameters of what they can do and what they can't do based off of what do you think they're gonna do? They're gonna leave you the fuck alone. Well, we're just going to give you a warning this time, sir. This is a warning. Don't you violate the law ever again. Well, I didn't violate the law in the first place. You were violating my constitutional right. Well, that doesn't matter, sir. That doesn't matter. We're just going to give you a warning. Just take it. Just take it. We're being magnanimous. We're being generous. Take our generosity, you understand? Like, nigga, no, bitch. You ain't being generous. I slapped the shit out of you with this law, and you have to let me go. Otherwise, I'd be suing the shit out of you and going after your bond, going after your public official bond. That's how you get back. This is the future, everybody, just so you know. This is the future. If you don't get on board with this now, you're going to get left behind when people are starting to be out there asserting their rights, smashing on police, and you still left behind, and you could have jumped into this shit at the beginning. Don't be left behind. Again, get this shit. Get your book, Know Your Rights Manual. Teaches everything you need to know and how to smack the police with the law, not your hands, and Public Official Bonds book. This is how you smack them again with the law. Go after that money. Again. But then when they stop you in that car, you have your package with you. This is the car package. Constitutional rights card. Lets them know everything that you would that's in that police stop law book, or most of the things that you need to know about the Fourth Amendment violation of your constitutional rights, right here. And then this is the qualified immunity card. And notice, lets them know that they will lose that qualified immunity when they violate your constitutional rights, and this is all the laws that tell them they'll do it. All right? Then get the damn flashcards. It comes with 2 decks of flashcards, right? You get the package. If you buy the Police Stop Law package for free, the Great Book of Melanin Research, you get all of that plus 2 decks of cards. But you should have all of these. Sit your children down. Make them do book reports on this stuff so that you know that they know this. When they walk out of the house, they are protected. They can protect themselves. This is where this is going. I'm telling you, man, get on board with it or get left behind. Because if your son gets violated or your daughter gets violated and you could have done something to help prevent that, you're going to feel like shit. Just telling you. If your child gets violated by the police and you sitting here watching me and you could have done something, I promise you what I'm saying to you is going to come back on you and is going to haunt you. You're going to hear me in your fucking head and you're going to be like, God damn, I should have fucking listened. But it's going to be too late because now your child's rights have already violated. So don't let that happen. Get out there, knowyourrightsfoundation.org if you want to order any of these things individually, so that you can know your rights. If you want to order the Great Book of Melanin Research, realnuggets.com, I give you the Police Stop Law package for free, plus 2 decks of cards to get you on your way. That Police Stop Law package is worth $200 already, right? So I'm hooking you up with a $200 free gift for buying the Melanin Book of Research. Get over there, take advantage of that. Samuel Lark, appreciate you, brother. Thank you, brother. Kev, super helpful information. This is better than law school. Thank you, brother. Salute to you, man. Thank you. Hey, look, this is what we do every week in Police Stop Law class. All right, and the Know Your Rights Foundation Academy. This is what we're doing. We're teaching you for free. This is how people are speaking the law right now. We can go smash on any lawyer who calls themselves a defense attorney. We can go smash on anybody right now. This is how we doing it. On Police Stop Law, we can smash on anybody about that. And when is any time that you said somebody can go and smash on police from front to end? We can do that. We know the law in and out. Especially me, I've been studying this shit for 30 years. But people in Police Stop Law class, they've been studying it for about a good few years at this point. But it doesn't take you years to learn it. Some people are getting these certifications within a few months. 3 months is the fastest we had. Somebody got this within 3 months of joining the Police Stop Law class. So you can do it too. Because law is our language. You're joining a law nation where the law is our language. So you're going to be immersed in that language, which is going to help you learn that stuff a lot faster. So again, knowyourrightsfoundation.org, kyrf.org, or just support. If you want to donate and get down with the mission that we're doing, if you feel like your time is too taken up right now, you can't do nothing, well, donate so we can get this information out to more people. You can still help that way. But get in the game. God damn it. You can't be a sideliner. You can't be, I'm just in it, not of it. I'm just in it, not of it. And think you're not going to get ran down while you standing in the middle of the road and you see a big-ass semi coming blocks down the street and you think that you some type of translucent motherfucker and the truck is going to pass through you or go over you or around you or some shit. No. You can step your ass out the middle of the street. The universe is giving you far enough warning that you see the truck coming down the street. So either you better become bulletproof, truck proof, or get your ass out of the street. So that's this right here. Make sure you get down with it. And I appreciate everybody for showing up. About to get out of here, get me some, maybe some chicken shawarma or something. Maybe a turkey burger. Thanks all my mods. I appreciate you guys for holding it down, keeping all the crazy people out of here. Because it was crazy really after when I introduced that UCC information with the $14 quadrillion bond that they have on everybody in America. So it got crazy. And then you can see they dropped they shadow banned me after that. They dropped me. I lost like 5,000, 7,000 subscribers in one damn day. That means they shadow banned me. So appreciate y'all for holding it down. Thank everybody for hitting the Cash App and the Super Chat. Appreciate y'all. About to use that money right now on some chicken shawarma. Love y'all. Appreciate you. And I'm going to holler at you later. Deuces.